Up, folks? How we doing?
Going on?
Doing awesome. What's up?
What's up?
I just brought everyone in at once, and we're just gonna go from there. So, Rich might be joining. I just sent him the link, so give him a minute. But anyway, what's going on, guys? How we doing?
We're doing
Doing
good.
awesome.
And
Life's great, man. Let's go.
yeah, before we start, Dylan, if in case if you don't come on, or if you do want to come on, we want to say happy birthday, man, from all of us and your coworkers here at Driving to the Top Productions. We hope you enjoy it.
Dylan is doing a money millie maker draft right now on DraftKings with a couple guys.
Mm.
They're all in the same room. They're all drafting right now. So that is what Dylan's doing. I did pop in and say hi. I tried to bring them guys all over here, but it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So, Jamie, backstage, you were talking with John about wrestling.
Yeah, we were.
That talk. Rich, what's going on?
Hello, boys.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, yo.
How's it going?
Good, good. Jamie, you want to re-ask your question to John? This is open sports night.
Yeah, so John, as we were talking backstage, and obviously we know in WWE there's a kind of a scripted well, everything's scripted in the WWE, but we don't need to let people know that. They can basically see that with their own eyes. Anyway, I was asking the whole Dirty Dom Mysterio and Liv Morgan situation. You said that you think that she's using him, and tell our live audience what you told me, why you think she's using Dom.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Jamie. Thank you. So, no, it's obviously one of these things. If you watch the product right now, it's obviously we're out of a VKM product. We're definitely into a new Paul Levesque, Nick Khan era where everything counts, the breadcrumbs matter, and everything in the background should be in the forefront, right? So they want us to watch here, but always want to look aside from whatever's in front of you. You always look at the big picture. A lot of the segments with Finn, Damian Priest caught Finn in the clubhouse, the Judgment Day clubhouse, by himself with Liv walking out. Also, there was a segment where everyone in the Judgment Day put their hands up, kind of in like a team member kind of thing. Finn slid the hotel card for Liv's hotel room out from underneath. And also, it's very surprising to Dom, if you look at his face, where everyone's getting his clothes. Like, I don't know how she gets my coats, my shirts. It's Finn Balor grabbing those out of his locker room. So it's very apparent at the end of the day, Finn Balor is very jealous of Damian Priest with his Money in the Bank cash-ins, with even holding the briefcase, now being World Heavyweight Champion on Raw. Finn obviously never got a rematch for the title he lost so long ago, which God, with him re-signing a 5-year deal, I hope that happens. So it's obvious that Finn right now is very jealous and blowing up the Judgment Day from the inside out. And eventually down the road, you're probably going to see, after SummerSlam, moving into the 2025 year on the road to WrestleMania, Finn Balor with the valet of one Liv Morgan.
If you remember right, if I remember correctly, when they were doing all this mixed tag stuff and that little tournament they had going and all that, Finn Balor and Liv Morgan were a team.
Yes. Yep. Long-term storytelling, baby. The trademark of Paul Levesque. I love it. It's awesome right now.
Yeah, and it's just going to get better as we get into the Netflix thing coming in October, because he's already said the PG era is over.
CM Punk for wrestling fans on Netflix is going to hit like crack. This dude on his pipe bombs on a microphone is going to be amazing. Week 1, I'm telling you, bring your popcorn, get a cold beverage. It is going to slap and be amazing. Twitter is going to be on. You thought social media was big right now with WWE. It is going to be on fire with them having a Netflix with a TV 14 rating. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to drop. They're going to be able to drop F-bombs.
Everything, whatever they want. I mean, I would think that for some point, I would think like you're not going to go egregiously crazy with just every other word, because they're not, no offense, a la AEW, because they can do it. So they just kind of drop those bombs. But when needed, I think it's when it's needed and called for, I think it'll make sense, and it's that much more. And now I don't have to watch Fox, USA, and all this other stuff where people are trying to talk and they're bleeping out the crowd. And I miss half the promo because the network is bleeping them out. So watching Netflix is gonna be a breath of fresh air in 2025.
I guess violates community standards today is a good shirt to have on.
There you go. Awesome.
So John, I Money in the Bank's over. What were your thoughts? Rich, I know you watched it. Jason, you're quiet down there tonight. Do you watch wrestling at all?
I tune into it when I can. I'm not as big a fan of it as I was back in the day with, Hulkamania going wild on you and the Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage and all those guys. But, sometimes I'll still tune in and watch guys and gals kick the crap out of each other. It's pretty fun. I love it.
So with that being said, brother, I'm getting a chance to meet Hulk Hogan in August in New York at Fanatics Fan Fest. I just bought my ticket. I'm so on Netflix, fucking stoked, dude. Like, I have Scott Hall and Kevin Nash signed on the big gold belt. He's the trifecta. He's the white whale. I'm so pumped to meet him. I know he's obviously very, very controversial, whatever, but to meet him and to get him on that belt with the NWO, I'm so pumped.
So, John,
answer your question. What was
Yeah,
that?
for that purpose, John, I'm very stoked for you, but I could never stand Hulk Hogan.
I know. No, listen.
Overrated piece of garbage in the history of wrestling.
Boo.
No, listen. I know when I put that picture up of me of Hogan, and I'm like, whatever I do, I'm gonna get so much hate. How could you be with a racist? Like, I'm like, dude, listen. I'm going back to like when he was good. Like, same thing with Vince McMahon. Whatever he did nowadays, he also transcended wrestling. Like, let's look at it for what it is.
I wasn't talking about out of the ring. I'm talking about in the ring and promos and all that. I was 9 and could tell you exactly what was going to happen with Hogan. I grew up in Arlington, Texas when I had the Von Erichs and the Freebirds and the Midnight Express and the Fantastics and all this stuff there. And Mid-South with Duggan and DiBiase and Wrestling 2 and Dr. Death Steve Williams. And then I go and watch this bowl of fruits and nuts. And it's like, come on, man. Hogan, Savage, forget it.
Listen, his first run with the Outsiders when they first became the NWO was great. Like that little run. And then when it's, hey, let's let everyone and their brother into the group. And we're just going to start creating different colors of NWO. That's what got wild for me, man. That's what I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, if the NWO would have stayed like a max of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I think it could have
like literally, if you came from WWE into WCW, you literally got NWO shirt on your way through the front door. Like, that's how it worked.
See, for me, wrestling has not been the same since the Nature Boy Ric Flair, man. I love Ric Flair. Woo! If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
You're talking to the... Wait,
I'm a limo driving,
limousine riding, jet flying, Rolex wearing, kiss stealing, wheeler dealing.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I mean, before you had
love the Nature Boy
Punk and before you had Punk and MJF and even to a degree Cody and Cena and these guys cutting the promos like that. Flair was the king of the promo.
Yes,
period. The end. It was Flair and everybody else forms the line to the right.
And then
Jimmy Cornette was right there with him. Cornette was there with him. He'd be the first to admit he wasn't Flair, but Cornette is awesome. I love Cornette. But you didn't have Michael P.S. Hayes when he was Michael Hayes with the Freebirds. He could talk you into the building. As much as I loved Kerry Von Erich, he couldn't put a cogent sentence together, but you got him in the ring and he was fine. But Kerry was my boy. We knew
a match on though.
Huh?
He could put a hell of a match on though. Give him that.
He could. And Kerry and I got to be friends over the years. I actually walked him down to the ring for one of his last matches in Hershey Park when I was doing security there. But yeah, I mean, when you get into that kind of, like you were saying with Netflix and that kind of deal, could you imagine Georgia Championship Wrestling Flair or Cornette going into this?
with no restrictions.
No, Paul E is going to go bananas.
They had to find some way to get him onto Raw. They need to find a way to get him over there, man. I'm telling you, with this next draft, they need to move him over.
They gotta have something over there. I mean, here. Okay, I sent this. Any of you guys familiar with Busted Open?
Yeah,
On Sirius?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
We met David Greca. I met him over. I met him at Deadline in Connecticut last year. Awesome guy.
Nice. I've met Bully and I met Mark Henry at a high school football game a couple years ago. One of the teams I was playing was playing Silsby, and he was there. But I sent a tweet to them, to Bubba, to Tommy, Mark, and Dave, all when this whole thing with putting Heyman through the table happened. I said, okay, guys, you can talk about this all you want, but it fits perfectly. You want to talk about who's coming back to get these guys? Reigns, Punk, Lesnar.
Oh, dude. I don't know about Brock, man. That's a tough call. He's if Public Enemy number 1 is VKM, Brock's 1A, man. That's tough. I don't know if they want that. They don't want that smoke, man. I don't think they want it.
Who's the one guy in the company that can control Brock Lesnar?
I know, but he needs to be cleared. They got to clear him out of all this, whatever's going on in the back. They don't talk about it anymore, but they need to clear him, and he needs to have a wash away kind of bleach record thing where he's good. So I love Brock Lesnar. His last run was amazing. It was cut short, obviously, with all the stuff that happened, but he was just what you saw in that ring was Brock Lesnar. It wasn't a character. It wasn't somebody. It was a country boy from Minnesota here to kick ass and just have a great time and didn't give a hell what anyone else thought. And that's why it was so good. And for him to go out the way he did, kind of alongside VKM, sucked very much so. But I really hope one day they clear it. He comes back, and I'd love to see him have him one more run. But that's good.
No. To me, Brock there's two Brocks. The one that you saw there and the UFC Brock.
Yep.
What you see in between just ain't him.
Yeah,
that was a character. The next big thing stuff, that was all character. That last run was Brock Lesnar. That was him with the cowboy hat on, the vest. I loved it. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, Money in the Bank, definitely not one of the best PLEs. Probably every year you need to have a PLE that bridges. You need to get to the next level, the next PLE. Unfortunately, this was the one. The Drew McIntyre briefcase stuff, we can argue it probably till we're blue in the face. I don't know if it was the right call for the ending. You could have done that without involving the briefcase. Just personally, I like having that added look where the champion's always looking behind them. But it also makes sense where I also called Tiffany Stratton a long time ago winning that briefcase. And now the focus is all on her, which she deserves. I think she's gotten lost in the sauce over the past couple months in her call-up. So the briefcase makes sense. The Drew McIntyre storyline and the CM Punk storyline, I don't know if any match that they can have at SummerSlam, Bash in Berlin, Survive, I don't care where it is, there's no way there's going to be a match as brutal as need to be had what these two have with each other. You could have first blood, last man standing, I don't care. Both these boys need to have the Crimson Mask getting stretchered out of that arena because they need to beat the living hell out of each other. I've never seen this much like animosity between two people in a long time in WWE, and it's coming to a head. And I just hope the match does the justice that needs to for a payoff.
4 words.
What would you think?
Hell in a Cell.
But see, they talked about that, and someone was saying like to go right to that. But I agree.
Not to go right to it.
But at this point, that's the thing. At this point now, there's nothing more brutal or any kind of like that's gonna do justice to what this needs to happen. Like both these boys need to go John Moxley and just bleed the whole match and cover the canvas in red. It's there's no other way.
That particular thing at this exact second, that thing is going to take away. Believe it or not, that thing would take away from the war games that we're getting ready to see between the Bloodline, and they've got the 3 right now, or they got the 4 right now. They've got 5 coming in this other. I can't think of his first name right now, but he's like 6'8" and all this other stuff.
He's huge. Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
He's coming.
We couldn't think of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
against Heyman's crew.
Yep.
Okay. So you got that War Games coming. You don't want to do Hell in a Cell and War Games at the same time.
No, you're
So
taking it away. Yeah, you're taking it away from two.
I think you're looking at the fall before you have Hell in a Cell with Mac. Maybe Survivor Series.
Well,
You have that.
They did announce Bad Blood October 8th from Atlanta, Georgia.
Maybe that's it.
That's what I'm thinking. Bad Blood, Bloodline. But again, I don't know. But being in Atlanta, Cody, I mean, I'm sure there's other. Excuse me. I'm sure there's other matches, but somehow you need to have something with Punk and McIntyre, because I just hope the match makes sense at the end of the day. You can attest to this. There's plenty of matches, and you go, that's what the payoff was. That's what we got. Again, I don't want to be.
Go
ahead.
If you go War Games with the Bloodline
Mm-hmm.
against Cody, Owens, Orton, Lesnar, and Reigns.
Yep. Could make sense. I think I mean, I'm not going to bore everyone with it, but I have a whole lineup that can bring you right to WrestleMania 41. But I think Reigns comes back at 41. I'm sorry. Survivor Series. SummerSlam.
Okay.
SummerSlam. Cost Solo the belt. Shakes hands with Cody. Uber face gets Reigns over. Then you see Reigns being one of the members, because the Usos are going to jump back in. You're going to see Jimmy come back. You're going to see the Usos join back with Reigns. Those four. Again, I don't know who a fifth might be, but it could be the honorary Us. It could be Sami Zayn. You never know.
Sami Zayn.
You never know.
Yeah, but if he's still got the IC title, then
yeah, but he's due to take it. He's due to take a PLE off. Depending, that's the thing. I think that's why they're doing the Bad Blood PLE, to get in the matches, so that way when Survivor Series rolls around, okay, he's on the card. He's not defending the belt. So we'll see. It's one of those things where when it's unpredictable, that's when wrestling's the best. That's when it's the best at. When I can't sit here and tell you what's going to happen, that's when it's at its absolute peak. I love it.
And that's what it used to be.
Yep, I love it. This is an awesome time. This is a very great time for WWE. I love it.
Jay, I'm surprised you didn't break your TV yet.
Yeah, no comment. Not really much to say. 10-1 Phillies.
How about them Phillies?
Oh, it's 10-1.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
all I gotta say is the Dodgers have problems. They have problems, and unfortunately, Shohei Ohtani is not going to fix them. They've got problems, and yeah, I mean, they got problems. What can I say? I can say this: the Dodgers better be thanking their graces they're in the National League West right now, because if they were in the NL East, they would probably be in third or fourth place right now, and yeah, not looking too good for the Dodgers right now.
Well, I got you guys healthy. I mean, good grief.
Yeah, but you know what, though, John? Here's the thing. You're right, John. Look, injuries, everyone's dealing with injuries this time of year. And you're right, John. You got to get healthy. You need your key players healthy. That's not what I'm arguing here. This is what I'm trying to argue. The Dodgers and Andrew Friedman and Stan Kasten are so proud to boast on the chest proudly about their versatility, about the depth of their lineup. Yet when you take a look at the depth of their lineup, it is the worst that it has ever been in the Stan Kasten, Andrew Friedman era. Their bench right now, you mean to tell me you're going to go into an October series with Kike Hernandez, Jason Hayward, Chris Taylor as your main options coming off the bench to deliver a clutch hit when you need it the most? Yeah, I'm sorry. Doesn't fly. Dodgers.
Aren't those the same guys they've had the last 2 years?
They are. Unfortunately, though, Rich, those same guys they've had the last 2 or 4 years have declined steadily each of the last 2 or 4 years. The Dodgers have basically put all their eggs in one basket while trying to make sure they didn't get outbid for Shohei, when what they should have been doing was spending bulk of their payroll. They knew they were going to get Shohei regardless. They should have been spending most of their efforts also in shoring up their bench, because everyone says, well, the Dodgers need another star player in their lineup. The Dodgers need another star bat in their lineup. Well, no, the Dodgers need some guys who can produce in October in their lineup right now. I don't care if these guys can bat 220 or 230 in the regular season. Take a look at Randy Arozarena. Best example right here, the Tampa Bay Rays. He's been linked to the Dodgers in possible trade scenarios. Arozarena not having a really good season. When last I checked, I think he was batting a robust 230 or 240, something like that. But when you look at his October numbers, he has a batting average well over 360, 370 in October. And I mean, he can deliver in the clutch moments in October. Those are the guys the Dodgers need. They don't need any more star players.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Among other
you
things.
know, the starting nine that they have is perfectly good as far as their lineup goes. When they're healthy, it's once you lose those guys, then what? And the Rangers have suffered a similar issue. When Josh Young gets hurt and DeGrom is going to be out until August, and Scherzer was out until recently, and they have this guy hurt and that guy hurt and that kind of stuff. But they've got young guys that are developing into those guys that are going to be ready for the postseason. The Dodgers have got guys, like you said, that have been declining. Arozarena would be huge for that Dodgers team. I think it would be a monster deal if they could get him. And if they could get an infielder of the same ilk, which I guess they kind of do because they've got Miguel Rojas, who's going to be your utility guy once Betts comes back.
Yeah.
But even him, he's 35. You got to get – I agree with you. I think you got to get a couple of younger guys in there. And Arozarena is a beast in the postseason. Well,
and also they need an everyday third baseman there because it's clearly obvious that I think Max Muncy's done for the rest of the year. He's not even – they had him work on some light calisthenics and started swinging the bat from that oblique injury, and they have now just completely shut him down. So – And given the Dodgers' proud history of bullshitting the severity of their injury report, based on what they were saying this past weekend about, Maxwell, we'll see and wait. We'll have to wait and see what happens to him. Yeah, sorry. That to me tells me he's done for the rest of the year. So I think what they need to do also is focus on finding a third baseman to replace Max Muncy so they can eventually jettison him and think about that as well. Because I would be really surprised if Max comes back. And you're right, like you said, Mookie's coming back. My hope would be that they would actually trade Gavin Lux so they could move Mookie back to second base and then have Rojas be the everyday shortstop. That is something I would be in more favor of than Mookie coming back and playing short on an everyday basis. But I don't make the decisions, unfortunately.
I throw a name out there that would be bringing a guy back to play, maybe possibly third.
Please don't say Cody Bellinger.
Not on third, no. What about Turner?
I think Justin Turner coming back would be a favorite for the fans, but Rich, I like where you're going with that. But here's the thing. When you look at his production this year, what is Turner going to be able to give them offensively that he hasn't been able to give to the Blue Jays this offseason? Or is that 1 year in Toronto or that half season in Toronto kind of an aberration? I don't know.
But you also know how sometimes that change of scenery makes a difference.
Yeah, I do. And also too, Justin Turner
took what he did in Boston.
Yeah, and Turner had a solid season in Boston last year, and he took the Dodgers not re-signing him very personal. So I would think that if they bring him back to LA, he would be open to coming back, and then who knows? Maybe he swings a hot stick to prove a point, as if to say, "Here's what you guys lost when you didn't re-sign me." So. But yeah, and also Rich too. Another good point about bringing Turner back is he's no spring chicken anymore, but he would solve a problem, which is another everyday third baseman that can still play the position. So yeah, I think that could be a feasible addition to them.
Here's another one that he's gonna be he's eligible for a qualifying offer. I just don't know if they're gonna be dumping people. What about Heimer Candelario? He can play third.
He can play third.
And he hits.
Yeah, he can play third and he can hit. Yeah, you're right. I guess I can see that. But you bring up a good point, though, about the qualifying offer. I don't really – because of that, I don't know if Heimer is more realistic at that position than, maybe Turner or somebody else. So, but from a production standpoint, though, and from a versatility standpoint, I like it because Heimer can not only play third, he can also play in the outfield and I think play a little second base too. So you're right. He offers the versatility that the Dodgers really love in their players.
Well, and that's where the third guy I was thinking of, because he's a former Ranger. He's won a Gold Glove at shortstop, but he plays a hell of a third base. He just doesn't hit real whole lot. Is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
You know, I've heard Kiner-Falefa
Yeah, former Yankee.
Yep, former Yankee, former Ranger. Yep. I've heard Kiner-Falefa linked to the Dodgers, Rich, and that honestly is not too far out of the realm of possibility because he's also one of those guys that the Dodgers look at and say to themselves, here's kind of the diamond in the rough, the guy flying under the radar here, so to speak. And a lot of Dodger fans think that to get a quality third baseman in there, they need a guy who has to club 35 or 40 home runs. No, they don't. They're going to get that power production elsewhere in the lineup from Will Smith, Teoscar, Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie Freeman. They have the power in the lineup. They just need a guy who can man the position defensively, slap a couple of hits down the third base line, go opposite field every now and then, and get on base. And if Kiner-Falefa can do that, which I think he can, then yeah, he could be a very good, solid addition for him.
John, what do you think the Red Sox are going to do? I know they're kicking ass tonight, but they are playing the A's.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Well,
5 of us and 4 other guys could beat the A's.
While stealing
I was
20
waiting-
games against the A's.
Way to get JB going. Here we go. This is here we go.
The
Listen,
5 of us and 4 other guys could beat
honestly-
the A's. Come on.
yep.
John,
Honestly,
the way the
listen,
Red Sox play with how they steal so many bags is how I want the Yankees to play too when they're not hitting a bunch of home runs.
honestly,
They play an exciting brand of baseball. The modern day with the bigger bases. You got to take advantage of that. Speed, speed, speed.
not for nothing, Jamie is not wrong at all. I think nowadays is like one of the modern day. You need to. It's like basketball; they don't call a lot of fouls. It's football where the flags are less. Baseball with these big ass bases, they need to be stealing. Teams need to be running and stealing a lot more with that much more room and surface area to get out. Sox wise, listen, this is bold. Nothing. Let it go. This team is already going way over expectations. They look amazing. Cora is doing an amazing job as usual. It's going to suck next year with him gone. I don't know who they're going to bring in as a manager. And it's BS that the ownership is like forced AC out of there. But they're doing great. Not awesome, but they're doing way better. And it sucks being up here in the Northeast. And Jamie, I mean, obviously where you are, it's not a big Red Sox like strong like place, but up here, a lot of people, Red Sox third place, and they're on like 2 games in back of the. Put your pink hats away. You guys thought they were going to suck all year. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything out of you until 2025. Shut up. You thought they were going to be in the dumpster, in the can. I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
Devers is awesome. Hulk is awesome. He has been even like 2 years ago when they were trying to put him in starting. He's where they wanted him to be. I think they could actually make a decent push to the wild card if they get in. Who knows? A la 2 years ago when they make the ALCS, you never know what can happen. Alex Cora knows how to turn a team on. He knows how to get these guys going and hitting all in the right cylinders. The pitching is strong when it needs to be. Pavetta just had a no-hitter until the 7th inning about a week, 3-4 days ago. But again, Pavetta is one of those guys, no-hitter one day, next start 6 home runs. So he's not someone you can bet on consistently. But I think this team is doing a lot better than what a lot of people thought. They're awesome to watch. It's a young group. I see some of them here in Worcester. I get to go to a couple of the games. The Woo Sox look good. They got a good farm system. They showed great against the Yankees. They're showing good against a lot of powerhouse teams. But yeah, I think nothing is the way to go. Not that ownership's going to do anything anyway. So just kind of status quo. Let these guys cook. Let AC do what he's got to do, and hopefully it's a really great long run into the playoffs with Alex Cora Swanson.
John, if you childs up there in the Northeast believe in the karma created by Bill Spaceman Lee, anything is possible. All right. Just think Bill Spaceman Lee, man. Start talking to baseballs. Anything is possible.
That's it.
Rafael Devers has been killing the Yankees since the city's crack epidemic problem in the 1980s.
I'm pretty sure Devers put himself on the map with the home run against Chapman, 3 years ago?
What about Garrett Cole? He's been killing Garrett Cole.
Cole, when he threw that 101 mile an hour fastball, and Devers said, "See, right out of the park. That's when Devers put himself on
He's
the
been
map.
killing Garrett Cole the last 4 years.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's kind of like he reminds me of the modern day Trot Nixon. He was a Yankee killer too.
Oh, Trot Nixon.
The dirt dog. Oh,
Hot
but I think
Trot Nixon.
honestly, man, I'm one of the big guys. I'm one of the big proponents, and I know a lot of people say it, but I'm honest. If you watch this, this ownership group, you read you read newspapers, you're in the know. I think we need new ownership. To be perfectly honest with you, I think they got very happy with a lot of championships early on, and I think they just dabble in way too many things. I don't care that they own an NHL team that's in Pittsburgh. I don't care. It doesn't matter if they don't own something around here. I think they just don't give enough shits about the Boston Red Sox and what this team needs to be.
Well, the Celtics won a title. Let's put that into perspective. The Celtics won a title, and they're selling the team.
That is for Grossbeck's family and estate, though. I didn't know. I thought the same thing. The next day I went into work. I'm a Nets fan. Shh. Don't say anything. There's no need. I have to live in it with. Don't say anything. It's okay.
It's okay.
But I watched
the one odds to win the title, but if you bet on them, you could make a lot of money with them next year.
But the Celtics, I walked into work and said I talked the same trash. I said that, but then I heard the interview with Grossbeck, and it's a matter of family stuff. Wick only owns 2% of that team. It's wild what's come out in the past 48 hours, like how much he really doesn't own. It's estate family stuff. Like they want to get rid of it. I agree, Jamie, but the Sox. I feel like the Red Sox are just another page in the portfolio of John Henry, and it pisses me off. And they were great when they first got here. Let's bring it. Let's get a championship to Boston. Great, yeah. But they got them, and now they don't care anymore because they got the rings. They have that to back it up. And it's just like we need some new blood here. And unfortunately, like I said, Cora knows it. He's leaving. I don't know who's going to take over this team as skipper. But I hope with the skipper leaving, I really hope down the road Henry sells this team.
Even though they are playing an exciting brand of baseball right now, though. But
yeah, that's why it sucks with Cora leaving. Who knows what's going to happen next year? I mean, I would hope Varitek would be the next guy in. I really hope that he would be the next. It would make sense that he's a player's guy. That would make the most sense, but ownership's stupid. They'll go hire some young 23-year-old who's all about analytics and knows to pull the picture in the 4 2/3 innings because he's throwing 44 pitches and he can't throw a fastball 36% of the time if it's on a 4-2 cut. I'm just sick of all the analytics. I'm sick of the science boys. I'm sick of it. Let the guys play. Let the coaches coach. Let the players play. I'm old school. I'm going to be that guy. I'm not. I'm not shaking my fist at the clouds. I'm not. I'll be 40 this year, but it's sick when I see them pull a picture this like this early when it's the numbers don't make sense. It's just the pitcher comes into the dugout and you go, "How do you feel, skipper? Coach, I got one in me. Let me go out there and get those out."
That's what Carlos Rodon does before tonight. He just said, "I got one more. Let me finish it," and he goes 5 innings.
Thank you. That's what you need to do. And I think John Henry. Whenever, as old as he is, it's funny that he's into the analytics as much as he is. The fact that Bloom left should tell you a lot of stuff. Chaim Bloom was into analytics all day. Look what he did in Tampa Bay, and he couldn't do it here in Boston. Let that speak volumes for what this ownership is right now. Okay?
You have to have balance.
Thank you. I agree.
I guess they don't love that dirty water too much to stay.
John, let's make you the general manager of the team.
Don't do that.
Let's say Cora is gone. Who are you trying to bring in as your manager?
He just said it, Varitek.
Jason Varitek, all day.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. I had a
no. It's okay. It's okay. I think Jason Varitek has a mind for the game. He already has a place with the team, with the players. I think. He's a guy. He's old school. Obviously, we go back to the A-Rod incident. He's a dirt dog. He knows how to get it done back when it was cool. But nowadays, I think he can get the same thing that Alex Cora can get out of players. Like, listen, I'm not telling you to bust their ass. I'm telling you to go give 110%. I did it. I was in these spots. I was down. Not saying you throw it around if you're Jason. We were down 0-3, and we went out there. We got it done 4 straight. Like He's inspirational. He can get the young kids, and it's something the young kids who grew up watching this team that get drafted can look up and look at someone like a Cora, like a Varitek, and go, "Damn, I watched that guy get it done. Like man, he was part of the 4 home runs back to back at Fenway. Like this guy can do it. I can believe in him. Like it's one of those things. I think Varitek's probably your best bet. But like I said, we sit here and say that, and they're going to go find some 23-year-old assistant from the Milwaukee or from one of the teams out west, and they're going to make him the manager. So I don't know. I think it's whoever wants to listen to John Henry and doesn't want to question what he wants to do. That's kind of who they're going to hire. But I really hope it's Jason Varitek. That's who makes the most sense right now for the Red Sox.
Jamie, what's going on in New York?
I'll try to call balls and strikes with this one. As Jason was saying, yeah, there's problems with the Dodgers. I'll say there's problems with the Yankees, but luckily they're still 55 and 37. And really, what's really outlooking all that? How about Ben Rice? So playing the way he's playing as a rookie, he's been their bright spot and really one of their only guys in the bottom of the lineup who is contributing because Stanton's out and everything. But the pitching's got to get back to what it was. Although the pitching, the last 3 games against the Sox and that didn't lose them the game. The pitchers play well, and even Rodon, he had that bad first inning, but then he recovered after that. So, and I'm actually going to make a bold statement. You know how John said the Red Sox don't need to do anything? I really don't think the Yankees need to upgrade anywhere. And even at first base, I think Ben Rice is showing that he can be the long-term guy beyond this year, and he's versatile too. He can play first base and catcher. Another guy, Oswaldo Cabrera, his batting average might not be that great, but again, a versatile guy that can play second, third, or wherever you need to play him. So, but I mean, I think the Yankees got to be careful if they do decide to add people, because I think a lot of what the pundits are saying, I think they're more wants versus needs. Maybe get another bullpen pitcher in there, that would be okay. Another starter, but I like what they have now. They just got to wait for Stanton to come back. Their roster can and as far as Aaron Boone, I don't know if it's him, because to be honest with you, when you're the manager of the Yankees, you're really just you're basically just a lame duck, because look at what Joe Torre, obviously he was able to win all those championships and everything, but look at what he did prior to that. He got fired by the A's and the Mets. Casey Stengel, another guy who did great with the Yankees, but when he went to the extension, Mets got fired 3 to 4 years. So I think you're just really a puppet as the manager of the Yankees. It's more about what Cashman can still do if he's still got a leg to stand on.
No, I feel that way too. Like Torrey for a long time had a great lineup where obviously he was very strategic. He knew what he was doing, but he had a lineup. He ran out there with the Bernies, the O'Neills. Like they got it done regardless of where he put him in the lineup. It doesn't matter who was pitching, but they got it done. I think Soto and Judge have been amazing this year. Once Stanton comes back, I think they're going to be definitely contend for first place in the AL East. If Boston go on a good run, they have a lighter schedule second half. I think you might actually see a Yankees Red Sox 1-2 that you haven't seen in a long time. I'm not saying they're going to catch New York. I think New York is superior right now to them, what they have on their lineup, what they're rolling out there day after day. But I think Boston with their rookies, these kids, they're hungry. They're dirt dogs. They want to get in there and they're playing for jobs. So, but yeah, I think Judge is having an amazing year. Soto's been great right this year in New York. But yeah, I agree.
You got to hope that Rice isn't Kevin Moss, though. Has a spectacular, comes out, punches everybody in the mouth, and then completely is a popcorn fart after that. The other thing too is, you're talking about the Yankees and the Red Sox 1-2. There's these guys that play over in Baltimore that are going, hey, what about us? Hello, we're in first place. Hello. I think you guys are contending for a wild card spot, yes, but Baltimore's going to win that division.
Oh,
Hot take.
Baltimore's
right
winning
there.
the AL East. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know.
By how many
Beginning of
games
the
do you
year-
think?
Yeah, it's gonna
By
come
how
down to
many
like the last 2 weeks if they win that. It's gonna be a 3-way race.
Three.
If the Red Sox get hot.
I'll say 3. Win by 3.
Okay, because they're
With
down
them
by
competing with
Baltimore
the
lost.
Yankees. then.
Baltimore lost today, so both teams lost. So right now, it's still the Orioles are 3 games ahead. Because
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that.
they were getting
I'm not
killed
saying
by
they're
the
smoking
Cubs.
them. Yeah, I'm not saying that they're going to leave them in the dust, but I think Baltimore wins that division by about 3 games and maybe even 2. And the Yankees and the Red Sox. I mean, the Yankees are going to be a wild card unless something just completely collapses. Red Sox, if they can keep going the way they're going right now, yeah, but there's a lot of teams that are going to be contending for those wild card spots. One of them is getting hot right now and is starting to get pitchers back, and that's my guys I'm watching right now in Texas. But you got, because the Rangers are doing really well. Seattle is going to be in there. Kansas City is going to stick their nose into it. Minnesota is going to have their say about it. So it's going to be interesting. And, depending if Toronto doesn't have a fire sale, they might actually have something to say about it when it's all said and done. But
I got no
those
faith in
AL
Toronto.
wild cards, huh?
I got no faith
I
in
think they have a
Toronto.
fire sale.
Yeah.
I think
I
Vladdy's
don't
gone.
know, man.
I think
They've
Chet's
been playing
gone.
so lopsided this year. I mean, I agree with you saying for the Rangers. I get. The Astros. They're looking good. Minnesota though, they'll go cold. They'll get wicked hot. If they go on a cold toward the end of the year, someone's going to bounce them out for the second spot in the wild card. So it's just like, I don't know, man.
I would say Kansas City more than Minnesota.
No, I
Kansas
agree with
City
that.
more than
Yep.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So-
and you can't. Seattle is bad, man. Those guys are tough.
So, what about the team that we haven't been talking about that has, I think, the 3rd or 4th best record in baseball, and that's the Cleveland Guardians? How real should we take the Guardians? Adam, I know you're a Cleveland guy, man. The Guardians have what, 4 or 5 All-Stars this year? I mean, how real should we be taking the Cleveland Guardians? I think Stephen Vogt right now, their manager, should get be in first place there for Manager of the Year. He's done a fantastic job with that Cleveland ball club. What do you guys think?
Stephen Kwan is on fire.
Yes,
Steven
he
hit
is.
the Kwan.
Obviously, don't have to say anything about Ramirez. I've been watching them, but I really haven't been paying attention. I know.
Right.
Ooh,
When you,
ooh.
I'll tell you, Adam. I think
I got so much shit going on in my life, and after tomorrow, hopefully it's all cleaned up and I'm able to get refocused on everything. So these trees in my backyard, my neighbors got me on obstruction and commissioner.
No, the Guardians have been the one team to kick the Twins right in the teeth, man. Keep them in second place. Like as much as the Twins are like, yeah, we still nope. The Guardians, they get hot, they stay hot. They'll lose a couple here and there, but they're streaky. They win. The big thing is with them, they're not going on winning streaks. If they're winning series, and everyone knows that if you can win the majority of your series, you're going to be successful. So the Guardians are for real, man. Like I like them. I like
up by 5.
when you look, they've got Naylor going out there, and Jimenez, and guys like that. Yeah, they've got the bigger name. They got the Kwan and they got the Ramirez and that. But man, I'll tell you what, I would not want to see Cleveland in the playoffs.
No, no.
Would not want to see them. Because they could very easily get with Bybee and the other guys they got in the rotation. I mean, you figure they sent Tristan McKenzie down. Think about that for a hot minute. They sent Tristan McKenzie down.
Well, they also have probably the best closer in the game in Emmanuel Clase, too. Clase is about as automatic as they come in the 9th inning there, guys.
Yep. You're right. 100%
Most like
right.
right now in MLB. Absolutely.
What's going to be interesting for me looking at Cleveland going forward here is Is Chris Antonetti still the GM, or do they have another GM?
Yeah, you have to ask Adam.
Adam, is Chris Antonetti still the general manager of Cleveland?
I'm looking.
So where I'm going with
Attention to these names.
I'm looking it up.
Unfortunately,
Sorry. Where I'm going with this is I'm going to be interested to see what Cleveland's front office does in the days leading up to the trade deadline. Are they going to be a little bit of a buyer, or are they going to do a
Nick
combination
Chernoff.
buy and sell? Are they going to be a little bit of both? Because I mean, they got to know the situation they're in right now, which is a really good one. And I mean, if they are serious about contending, as good of a ball club as they are, if they can get one more quality bat in that lineup, that quality bat could put them over the top. Now, with that being said, the options out there at the trade deadline are going to be few and far between. With all these teams in wild card contention in both leagues, there aren't going to be as many clubs selling at the deadline this year, or as eager to sell as they have been in the past. So the pickings in the barrel are going to be real slim this trade deadline. There are going to be a lot of clubs that are going to have to cherry pick here and get creative with trades if they want to stay in contention. That includes Cleveland and everybody else.
Yeah, Mike Chernoff's the the Guardians GM.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
But somebody that I could see Cleveland picking up that I think would be if the team is willing to get rid of him, and depending who Cleveland would give up for him, that I think could make a pretty sizable difference. You're talking about that bat is Ben Rooker from Oakland.
Oh, Brent Rooker, yeah.
Ooh.
Yep, he's been a quality bat for. He's been
That's
a quality
not
bat
bad.
for Las Vegas. Yep.
That would be a good pickup.
Quality stick, good glove, power.
Honestly, I think this is going to be probably one of the quietest trade deadlines I think we've had in a long time. A lot of teams are probably looking to fill like a bench, utility guys. I feel like a lot of teams are the ones that are up top there. You would want to make moves back in the day. We are like, oh, what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything.
Right.
I feel like they're just going to run status quo, go in, maybe grab a guy from the bench when the rosters expand in a few months.
Right.
But yeah, man, this is good, man. Baseball's fun again. I don't know if you guys like I like the pitch clock. The games are a little quicker. I work at a casino. I run a sports bar, so like when I look up, I don't have a lot of time to watch all the games. I look up, I'm like, oh, sorry, the fifth inning, Christ, awesome. This is good. Like I'm just so
I like that and the bigger bases to allow speed and everything.
No, me too. I like that. I like that aspect of they're bringing that back. Yeah, man. The one thing I'm not looking forward to, I talked about this a while back, wasn't with any of you gents. It was when they're talking about getting rid of the umps and doing like the automatic computer shit. And I'm like, no, dude, you need that in baseball. You need the error when it's that much out of the strike zone. You need that. If it's exact, dude, you want to see viewership fall off that much, you're going to see it. Like you want to see that when the ump calls it right outside, he pulls the arm up, brings him up. And that's the stuff. It's a computer. Nah, man, I'm not for it. I'm not trying to be like, we're not trying to be forward thinking. I like the pitch clock. I like the bases. I like all the other shit. But just this computer stuff with no umps, it's like the same thing with football. They've instant replayed the hell out of this game now. Like, but it's still like a matter of when the ref calls up the offsides or he calls like this and that. It's still the human element. Without that, sports suck.
Roughing the Passer is reviewable now too, John. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's why it sucks.
No, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I agree with that. The way they call roughing the Passer should be reviewable. The way these guys call it now.
No,
but these guys flop now and they call roughing the Passer.
It's real simple. Let them hit the quarterback.
What?
Don't protect Aaron Rodgers. What are you doing?
It's real simple. Let them hit the damn quarterback.
Listen, tell you what, Jamie. Tell you what. Let them review that, and then next year they can put flags on the QBs too, and they can do that as well when they run around when they catch the ball. Because that's where we're going with the NFL. Flag football is the next damn expert of the NFL. I'm telling you, dude.
You don't understand. Roughing the passer has been a terrible call for years. It's gotten to this point where it needs to be reviewable because the guys just flop and they call roughing the passer.
No,
it needs to be.
We're missing the point.
You want to review it? It's real quick. Did he pick him up? by his ass and drive his head into him? No. Okay, then guess what? It's a sack. Like, that's what it is. You're taking away from the guys like Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, all these edges that get a guy clean 1-2 in the chest, and the ref goes, nah, too good.
I think Rich.
What are you doing? That's what this guy trained for. That's what he wants the combine for. We use a college for, like, to knock the quarterback in the head when the guard misses attacking his block and that guy gets in. That's what that is. And it pisses
That's why
me
if
off.
you review roughing the passer to get the call right, it makes it more transparent if you get it right or not.
I think Rich wants
If
to
you let the quarterbacks get hit, they should. Jack Lambert said 40 years ago the quarterbacks should wear skirts. And I swear to God, that's where we're getting to that point. You said the flags, they're going to have the little flags around their little cheerleader outfits. And I'm sure you've seen these comedy bits where the guy picks up the quarterback, lays him down on the pillow and all that. He still gets flagged because he hit him too hard. No, it's football. It's a collision freaking sport. You're supposed to hit people. I understand bigger, stronger, faster. I get this. But I've said this to people before. And the other thing with baseball, I'm going to get back to in a second. The sacking of the quarterback, I get. Don't go for the knees. Okay, fine. But you've also had quarterbacks and wide receivers. The quarterbacks and wide receivers both have publicly said in NFL polls, you can either hit me high or low. Hit me high. Okay, fine. Don't hit him in the knees. Knock him. Hit. Now, don't lead with the helmet. I get the leading with the helmet. Spearing, no.
That's why you rugby style tackle.
You can't win.
With the helmet.
Hit me high, but make sure it's below my neck, and make sure you're not driving into my chest plate with your helmet, and make sure you hug me like a good boy, and you put me down that ground. There's so much like of the what
Seattle
they
solved that. The Seattle solved the lean with your helmet problem in 2014. They went to the rugby style tackling, and that's how they won the Super Bowl against Denver.
No, the thing that I'm saying is crown of the helmet. Okay, I get that. The thing of hitting them with your helmet, or the ever popular one of you swat at the ball and your hand grazes the face mask, and it's 15 yards. Horse crap. And
that's why you make that play reviewable, and then they overturn it.
That will be right. That's right. But if you weren't concerned about that and you could just hit the flipping quarterback like it was meant to be, then you wouldn't have a problem.
That's my point. I get it.
We're going to review
I totally get it. We all want to see the quarterbacks get hit, but if you can actually change a call in the roughing the passer that was BS and you make it right, what's the difference? It ends up being the right call anyway.
Well, what's a BS call when he misses when he misses the block and the guard gets in and knocks his ass down? When the linebacker knocks his ass down, what? Because he drove him into the ground. Like, is that what's the BS call though? Like, what's he supposed to do? Gently grab him around the waist, bring him up, and put him down on the turf. What is that? He's supposed to do? Slow down from his stance and make sure he touches him and knocks him over. That's football.
That's why I think the UFL got it right with that universal challenge where you could challenge anything.
Well, The Rock needs to become the commissioner of the NFL so we can get this all right. Dwayne Johnson can make everything right, and we win with everything. But honestly, though, if we're this much reviewing and this much looking for, again, it was supposed to be 2-minute review that ends up being 3 commercial breaks. Get rid of the refs. Have the guys watch it from up top in the suites. Then when there's a penalty, call it, review it, move on. Forget the flags. Why are those guys on the field? To look cute? They're getting jacked up looking like linemen anyway. Why are they down there? Just if it's all going to be reviewed anyway, just have someone in the suite go, okay, cool. That was that. That's pass interference. Let's look at it in the film.
Roughing the passers now, it's the same thing with that. That's going to be reviewed upstairs. That's not going to be challenged.
Everything's going to be reviewed.
The other thing about roughing the passer. The other roughing the passer that just absolutely kills me.
So many subjective calls now. That's why everything.
That's football. That's football. That's the point of it. That's why there's referees, Jamie. That's the point of it. Right and wrong calls. Talk to the same 5-6 years ago, bro. Talk to these guys.
Calls right. They're not transparent with these subjective calls.
Same thing with
Well,
a
once
there's a
I
strike
dearly-
three and a ball four, and someone walks in a run or doesn't get on the base. That's baseball too. It's the same thing. Subjectiveness is the reason why sports were so great for so many years when we watched
Right,
it.
but now
because we
it's
look at it and wanted to
transparency. You
smash
wanna
our
get the ball
televisions.
right.
That's the point.
When you wrap up a quarterback, take him to the ground, and they expect you to change the laws of physics so that you don't land on top of the guy. Otherwise, you get 15 yards. There's a dang problem. There, when you have to defy the laws of physics to not get 15, that's a problem.
You have to
The
have
Major League
replay
Base-
to get the call right, to get the call transparent and right. That's why.
No,
I
to make the rule right is to change it that you can hit people instead of having 37 things you can't do to the quarterback. Instead of saying, okay, if you hit him in the head with your helmet, it's a penalty. If you put your helmet or your shoulder pad in his knee, it's a penalty. Otherwise, get better offensive linemen and save his butt.
No, I
Right,
agree, Jamie.
right, but
I
we
don't
all
want
know
anyone to
that's
get hit, and I don't want
terrible at
someone to
that
win
for
a game
years.
by having doing something unfair. If a pass interference, you hit the dude, take a look at it, review it. Yes, okay.
Absolutely.
You
yeah.
if you drive your helmet into the dude's chest plate when you're going to the ground to prove a point and do your little pose at the end, yes, flag it. Okay. But the fact is, like he just said, the fact is if I'm gonna tackle you and I'm gonna put you in the ground, I'm not gonna gently put you down onto the ground and fall onto you. That's where it's gotten to. I can't fall onto a quarterback without someone be like, you put your weight on him. I'm sorry. Talk to gravity. Talk to the earth. That's not me. That's what I was trained in college for 4 years. And that's why I got on this team, because I beat all these other guys out because I'm damn good at what I do. And maybe you should work on your offensive line so I don't get to your quarterback. That's the point of this. The point is the fact the refs should not be winning games or losing games. I don't care if you're a Niners fan, a Pats fan, a Chargers
been
fan. I don't care
doing
who
that
you root for.
40
The fact
years,
is that
the
refs have taken over this game, and replay has changed a lot of games in a way of like back in the day, it should not have happened.
John, refs have been taking over games even back then. Back then they did too.
But
They've
that
been
was
doing
the
it for
point of
40
the
years.
sport.
refs.
So you're going to get mad at the Yankees. So you're going to get mad if the Yankees-Mets game, right? So someone gets a strike or a ball call, and it goes that way. No one's challenging strikes and balls. You can't challenge it, can you? You can't. You can come on and get kicked out of the game and kick the dirt all over home plate, but you can't challenge the call. There should be unset. There should be things that cannot be challenged. And the way that Goodell's going the next 3 to 4 years, everything is going to be challengeable, and that's BS.
That's how the UFL
there should be a
is. The
human
UFL
element
is
to
the
the
same
game
way.
of football. You should not be able to challenge everything. Just like in baseball, you can look at a tag, you can look at a catch, but you cannot call balls and strikes. You cannot challenge it. It should be the same thing in the NFL.
When you're looking at the owners, okay, let's look at it from this standpoint. If you buy a Ferrari, okay, are you buying comprehensive insurance on your Ferrari? No, you're buying the absolute best insurance you possibly can. The highest paid players in the NFL are what? Quarterbacks. The best paid players in the NFL should be those 5 freaking guys standing in front of this quarterback that are protecting the Ferrari that's in
Some
the
of them are.
backfield.
Deion Dawkins is one of the highest paid offensive linemen. Trent,
Whoa. Offensive
Trent
lineman.
Green.
I'm saying highest paid player.
Players.
Receiver, running back, defensive end, whatever.
Your
Your
offensive
offensive
linemen
lineman.
get paid $84 million to $66 million a year now because they're not paying the running back anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, but Jamie, are they still making Trevor Lawrence money? Are they still making Patrick Mahomes money? Are they still making
Are they even making Devontae Adams money?
Like my boy LA Knight. None.
Well, yeah, of course not. They're not going to make more than Trevor Lawrence and Patrick Mahomes because they're the faces of the NFL. Of course not. They're
Okay,
going
but
to
if
be.
you don't have the best offensive
linemen, you
lineman,
can't even touch them.
right? If you don't protect them, they're not going to be the face because they're not going to be around.
Can we honestly all sit here, not even caring about whatever team we root for? Honestly, I'll throw out the Niners. Everyone, I'll throw out team. Mahomes, certain guys. I'm sure Caleb Williams is going to get his calls this year too. These refs protect the quarterbacks. Okay, I'm not trying to get an argument about anything. I'm just saying the quarterbacks get way too much cushion. Okay, the point of what you get out in college, you get hit, In the NFL, you get hit. Big boys line up, they block, they get through, they hit you. That's the point. If you can't run, you're done. My point is, I've got all else. Pass interference, whatever, holding, whatever the hell you want to talk about. Not even the Tom Brady rules. These quarterbacks are so babied. Have no idea. And I'm not going back to the leather helmet stuff. These guys don't know what pressure is because all they do is they run 3 miles. Patrick Mahomes has it down to a T. That's why he's going to win 4 more Super Bowls if we keep this way. He knows I run up far enough. I get flag.
Josh
They've got
Allen
it down. I'm putting LeBron James in the NBA. I know if I go this way, I turn around for my jumper. Foul. It can't be that way. It can't be like that because guys like Mahomes and maybe Williams, though he sucks. A lot of these guys are going to play the system and go above and win games when they shouldn't. I love Patrick Mahomes. He beat my team 2 times in the Super Bowl. I like Patrick Mahomes because you know why? He knows how to play the game. I don't know what the hell's going on behind me right now. I'm going to take care of that light. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
I told Adam before, Caleb Williams, I got 2 words for you. Ryan Leaf.
No, Ryan, that's not even in the same. That's not even comparable. Ryan Leaf had mental drug problems. Caleb Williams is
And Caleb Williams doesn't? Caleb Williams wanted to get ownership of the team.
Can I get ownership of the team?
Caleb Williams has a football IQ. Ryan Leaf didn't have a football IQ.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Caleb Williams is a 6'5" stack of stock.
Okay, but when he leads the Bears to a 10-7 record with that defense and they make the playoffs, you heard me say that.
Did you just say the Bears are going to have a 10-7 record?
They were 7-10 last year with
Jamie,
with
you live the closest to me on everybody.
All they had was a defense, so yeah, they could.
Jamie, we're gonna make a bet right now. There's no way the Bears win 10 games here. No way.
Quarterback last year.
No way they win 10 games this year.
Agent at quarterback, they still went 7-10.
You're smoking whatever Ryan Leaf had when he got out of the league. They're not winning 10 games this year. No way.
They won 7 with Tyson Bagent and Justin Fields last year.
Caleb Williams is going to be crying in the sidelines when he takes his 2nd loss in the row, looking at a coach that could console him. Are you kidding me?
To be worse than Tyson freaking Bagent, who was
he's going to be looking for his private jet, his ownership stock of the team, and oh my god, no way, dude. He's not bad. He sucks, but he's not going to win them 10 games. Maybe 8. Have you seen their schedule?
It's got DeAndre Swift as a runner now. They're going to be able to run the ball down the throat.
Caleb Williams. Jamie, have you seen the schedule? Their schedule is like
schedule pulled up. I got the schedule pulled up. Let's play a little game, okay, guys?
Let's play a game.
Okay, let's play a little game. Opening night, they get Tennessee at home. L. Houston, Houston on the road.
Remember, this Derrick Henry's not on Tennessee anymore, but you got Will Levis.
Are we writing this down?
No, I am. Yeah, let's go. Go ahead. Keep going. That week 1. Go ahead.
Houston on the road. That's a definite L.
That's an L.
At Indianapolis.
That might be a win. That might be a win.
I'll give him that
with
one.
Anthony Richardson, but
Rams at home.
Michael Pittman.
Rams at home. I'll give the Bears that one.
That's a W. That's a W.
Rams are kind of a cookie. The Rams are wishy-washy. You don't know with them.
Rams got no AD. He's done. Aaron Donald retired. That right there tells you.
Yeah, Rams are trash.
Carolina at home. That's a W.
That's a W. That's a W.
Carolina, I think, will be 5. They'll be improved though.
At the Commanders.
Probably a W.
First-year coach Dan Quinn.
I'll give him a W. I'll give him a W on that one.
What do we got? 2 or 3?
All right.
What do we have? 2 or 3 right now?
4-2. 4-2 right now.
4-2. That's a good start.
Right now. Why
at Arizona.
Arizona sucks, dude.
Dude, I see Arizona twice a year play the Niners. They're not a cakewalk, bro. They're not. They're not a cakewalk, dude.
That's why they picked They were horrible last year.
Nah, bro. They're not a cakewalk. That's an L. That's an
Kyler
L.
Murray was
Maybe against the
England
Niners, that's a win. Not a no.
New England
They
at
have
home.
no quarter. They got Kyler Murray, but he's nothing special.
Listen, I hate the Patriots. That's still a win for the Pats.
With Drake, with Gerard Mayo as
I'll
head
sit on
coach.
Drake. Hey, listen. They're gonna be run heavy. Mayo's gonna figure it out. Don't sleep on Gerard Mayo, man. Listen, I hate the Patriots. I'm telling you,
He's a
that's a W.
commie,
The
man.
Pats are not. Don't sleep on the Pats with that game. I'm telling
I'll
you.
give the
Gerard Mayo's
Bears the
best
dub on
W.
that.
You're gonna give them the dub. Oh,
I'm giving the Bears the dub against the Patriots.
no.
Huh?
I'm taking Drake.
Bears at Packers at Bears. L.
Loss.
Packers. You better say
Vikings
Packers
at
are gonna win.
Bears. Vikings
In
at
Chicago.
Bears. L.
Vikings.
Vikings at Bears. L.
Loss.
Who's their
Bears
really
at
with Sam
Detroit
Dar-
on Thanksgiving.
But you think they're going to
Loss.
You think they're going
Loss.
to lose to the Vikings with Sam Darnold, who sees ghosts at quarterback?
Sam Darnold's not going to be their
Lions?
quarterback. JJ McCarthy is.
Actually, no. Actually, I'm hearing right now they said Darnold's starting. That's what Kevin.
I'm going back and I'm talking about. Adam can attest to this. JJ McCarthy should have been the number one pick this past year. I'm
Kevin
telling you,
O'Connell
you're
said right
going
now,
to regret
Sam
taking
Darnold's
Caleb. I'm
starting
telling you.
quarterback.
Okay,
That
maybe
man's
on
going for
July
rookie of the
9th
year.
that's the case. Maybe on July 9th that's the case. See me on September 9th when JJ McCarthy's the starting quarterback of the Vikings.
Yeah.
At Detroit on Thanksgiving, that's an L for the
Loss.
Bears. Detroit wins
Loss.
that one.
Okay.
At the San Francisco 49ers.
Go ahead, Jamie. Say win.
That's
I
a
dare
loss.
you.
That's a loss.
Thank you.
The whole world knows that's a loss.
It's like that dare you.
Detroit at the Bears.
Loss.
That's an L for the Bears.
Okay.
Seattle at
what's
the
the record
Bears.
right now? What do we got?
Fuck Seattle. The Bears got that one. Bears pull it out. The Bears get that W.
What do we got as the record right now?
With a win against Seattle, I got 1, 2, 3, you're 5, 6.
6
Six
and
wins.
what?
1, 2, 3, 4,
10.
5, 7.
Should be 6 and 8.
6 and 7.
6 and 7? Okay.
No. We're
One.
almost done with the schedule.
1, 2. Did I miss some? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
All right, I
4.
guess I take it back. They're not going 10 and 7. I apologize.
6 and 7. That's 13 games. You don't got 4 more.
I guess I was wrong.
We only have one left. Chicago
Jesus.
and Green Bay.
Green Bay.
That's a loss. That's a loss anyway.
Green Bay.
Yeah,
No
that's
way.
that's an L.
Jamie, they're not winning 10, bro. I'm sorry.
I've got them winning 7.
Did you guys
7
see
and 10, just like last year. Okay.
I got them
did you guys
7 and
see what
10.
What?
Joe Burrow texted out the other day?
That might actually be good enough to keep Eberflus. So back-to-back 7 to 10 years. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. That's the standard we're setting for Chicago. 7.
Yes, we are, John.
What are we
unfortunately.
doing? It didn't work for Belichick, and it's going to work for Eberflus. Like, what are we doing?
Well,
You know,
John,
Eberflus
The bar is
probably
much lower in
doesn't-
Chicago.
Yeah.
The bar is, listen, very low.
It's going to be the same story, just like last year. They're going to have a great defense, but Caleb Williams is going to hinder them.
John, one thing you have to keep in mind about the Bears, they have been run in the front office for the last 8 years by Clark W. Griswold. Okay? That's what you got to keep in mind about the Bears. All right?
And Ferris Bueller's his assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, dude. That's
Clark Griswold is the executive. Ferris Bueller is the assistant vice president. And then you also have, let's see, what's his face from? Oh, yeah, you have Bender from the Breakfast Club, who's also
Bender,
the advanced scout.
Wait, Bender who? Bender Rover?
Bender
No.
from Breakfast Club.
From the Breakfast Club.
Oh, I
John-
thought it was Bender Rover. My
Mess
No,
with the bull.
John Bender.
You get the horns.
Yep.
Don't mess with the bull, you get the horns. Look 'em
Yeah,
horns.
Right.
Arch Manning finally in college football 25, even though he said he didn't want it.
I'm very excited for the new college game coming out. Not to
Me
get on that
too.
whole tangent. I'm so excited when.
In the game.
What was that?
Did you guys see that? Arch Manning is in the game.
I
Yeah,
just said that.
I'm
Adam.
very excited for this game. I'm so glad they came to an agreement. I was doing that whole thing where you groom your guy up all the way for you import him into Madden. Dude, I'm so excited, man. Like,
That's
I'm
how I
so
got
pumped.
introduced. That's how I got familiar with Aaron Andrews. Was NCAA Football 11 Road to Glory? She used
Yep.
to host that.
Again, you
You
guys
know
all
what
live in
I'm-
different parts. You guys all live in different parts. I mean, Jamie, you're kind of close. You're the closest to me, but like here in New England, like no one up here watches college football. It's when they draft, they're like, who? Wait, good. Did he win? Oh yeah, good guy. They don't care up in New England. They don't watch college football.
I got a quick question. Did anyone see this yet?
Yes.
Yep. It's not a bad idea.
No, it's not. And
Listen.
The Super Bowl
listen,
should
I
not
love
take
Joe
place
Burrow,
the
man.
first week of spring training.
I love Joe Cool. I really do. He's the NFL. That's one thing with Goodell. Say what you want. I mean, whatever. They've grossed the most under him. They need to go younger, just like every other sport does. Like guys like Joe Cool, Brock Purdy, a lot of other quarterbacks. Your Caleb Williams, if you want to include him. You need to go younger. You need to get hip, and that's what's going to bring people in. And I don't know who's going to get it. If they've even talked about who's going to get anointed, who's in line for the Goodell. Well, I don't know how it works. Death, retirement, assassination.
Troy
I don't know how
Vincent.
Goodell gets out of office, but
I want
whoever
Troy
goes into
Vincent.
office, it needs to be a younger person. It needs to be someone who gets hip with the crowds and just embraces these young guys coming in. Joe Cool, dude. If all you guys are on, so obviously we're all on social media.
Fireman Ed from the Jets. He should be the commissioner.
Yo, get out of here.
You said somebody hip with the fans, and who was more hip than
I
Fireman
said-
Ed?
Jamie, I said young. So it's just-
Troy Vincent.
no, but really though, Instagram, the girls cream for him. Guys love him. They want to emulate
Oh,
him.
you
Comes
said
out
that
with his,
on a
with his
podcast,
chain,
cancel.
with his hat on, his hair all slicked up. That's what markets the NFL. I think that's what's going to bring more of a younger generation into the NFL and bring it over to the next 10 to 15 years.
The NFL
So
already leads other U.S. sports in ratings. They get like a ton of
Do you
people.
know
to watch.
why, Jamie? I got one name for you. Taylor Swift.
The ratings were good before her, though.
They spiked to the past 2 years because of Taylor Swift.
Right,
I
but the ratings
hate
were still
Taylor
good in the
Swift.
Super Bowl before her too. The ratings have always been good in the NFL. Before.
And everyone that's watching this live, I don't like hate Taylor Swift like that. Okay, I'm sick of hearing her name everywhere, even in the NFL.
Her
I
music
can't go on
makes my ears
Sunday
bleed.
while seeing Taylor Swift in the press box and just enjoy the game of football.
Yeah, her music makes my ears bleed.
It's not even the music. I drive 45 minutes from Worcester to Springfield to the casino to home. And in that given time, I hear 2 or 3 Taylor Swift songs. It's just a matter of just down my throat. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm sure she's great. She's very talented. I don't take anything away from her. I love Taylor Swift as an artist, as a person, nothing against her. She should not be showcased on my Sundays and should not be influencing what games get put on Sunday night and Monday night because
Pick your
she's there in the box.
Well,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
That's right.
John, okay, let's put this into
Hey, let
perspective.
Jason talk.
Let's put this into perspective.
Hey.
Look at what
Let Jason talk. He had his hand up.
Yeah, all I was gonna say was I've had a lot of fun, guys, but I'm sorry, I gotta go.
No!
Yes, I'm
All
sorry.
right. It's been fun, Jason.
Yes, John.
Jason,
fun.
we'll get over
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, guys, you can get a hold of me by following me there on X there, Dodger Jason, and I still promise I have my own podcast coming up. Adam, I promise. Jamie, always fun. Rich, fun being with you again. John, you crack me up, man. You're wild. I love you. And Adam,
We
always
got-
a pleasure, man.
When you get your podcast up and running, I got to have you on Chair Shot. We got to have you over here with us.
You
I'll
got to
let
have
you
me
know
on
when-
chair shot too. but-
Yeah, I'll let you know when it's
Yes.
up and going, my friend.
Thanks
All
for
right.
the time, man. I appreciate you.
Yep, thanks a lot, guys. Peace out. God bless.
Thanks, man.
See ya.
Where's Dylan? I said I was going to come in for 5 minutes. It's 10:30. I've been here for an hour and a half. Dylan's not even here. Like, I missed NXT.
All right,
Where's Dylan?
You didn't miss much.
John.
He was doing
No,
it.
hold on. I want to hear what Jamie was saying about what I rather. I just want to hear what Jamie has to say. What's up?
You okay? So most of us can agree here. Taylor Swift shouldn't be influencing the games and everything because she's with the Kansas City Chiefs. I might get a lot of heat for this. Would you rather have them show her or Patrick Mahomes' do nothing brother Jackson?
Neither. I don't think outside people should be influencing the game. Let's focus on the stars. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the man, Super Bowl champion. Great. Yeah, cool. I had to watch in the Super Bowl. He faced my team. He beat us 5 minutes, 10 points, all that shit. I'm just saying there's a lot of other teams with a lot of great players that should be focused on Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night, and not be influenced by, oh my God, the Swifties are in the stands. They're in the suite. That should not be the reason why we're putting. Al Michaels got canceled and taken off TV because that man wasn't standing for it. Why
He's
should
still
the fans have to
he's still
sit here
doing
and
Thursday
deal
night
with
games
it?
on Amazon? So
Yeah, that's why you had to go because they were like, "You're out. Get out of here. You're not doing the playoffs. We're not going to listen to you. We're not going to take that." You can't say anything bad about her in real life in football. It's just not cool. I like it. Good for Kelsey. Good for Swift. Don't care about any of that. I'm talking about the game of the National Football League every Sunday that we all know and love. We've all watched for years for 9 hours every Sunday. That should be the game of the week. Should be the game where I'm like, shit, that's a conference matchup for who's going to take first place. Not you got flexed out because Taylor's in the suite tonight, and we want to see her on NBC. That's not the case. That should not be the case at any point.
Exactly.
At any point, whether it's the Cardinals and the Rams going for first place, that should be the game, not the Chiefs beating the shit out of like a 1-7 team because, well, it's the Chiefs. That should not be the case at all.
Exactly.
I agree.
But fuck Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, dude. When he stepped on Sean Taylor's star, that just fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
I like it though.
There's those things that you don't do. That's one of them.
Rich
Why
can attest to
no
too.
defender or Redskin player hit that motherfucker right on scene.
Rich
Oh
can
yeah,
attest
I
to
would have gone full George Teague. Remember when George
Yo!
Teague lit up T.O. for doing what he did on the Cowboys star? As much as I
Damn,
despise
I remember
the
that.
Cowboys with
Oh,
every
baby.
fiber of my life, when George Teague lit him up, I was like, okay, that ain't bad. I'm serious. Somebody on that Commanders team, I don't care if it was the flipping water boy, should have just smooth laid him out.
And the thing is, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I talk about WWE a lot, and WWE uses their social media accounts to no end. They use the Logan Pauls. They use a lot of other people, Pat McAfee, all those other places. So I don't blame the NFL for knowing that, okay, if we do this, we reach out, we reach the Swifties, we reach a very big demographic we would now regularly touch. But with
But
that
how
being
many of the
said,
Swifties actually know football, though? That's the thing.
that's what I'm saying. They're literally tuning in to see Taylor Swift on their television screen. WWE does it when they involve Pat McAfee. He's an announcer. They involve Logan Paul. He's a wrestler. So they involve a lot of other social media platforms, and they get that to bring in an audience. But if you're going to do this, what are we doing with Taylor? I need Taylor to have another role in this. Do a coin flip. Do something. I don't care. But the fact you just show up and think it's okay to just flex these other teams out as an owner, I'd be so pissed if I get that phone call and they're like, just so you know, man, you guys got put to the 4:45 slot. You got to kick that at 8:15. What happened? Well, the Chiefs are facing the Browns, and they're going to be at 8:15. What? The Browns? They're 1-6. Why are we not? That's what I'm saying. It makes sense for wrestling when it influences your brand. But Jamie just said it. A lot of people, oh my God, Taylor Swift's going to be on TV. Like, what's next? Are they going to kick Carrie Underwood out? What's next? Is Taylor Swift going to start doing the opening for Sunday Night Football? Like, what realm do we bring this to? What limit do we have where she doesn't have this overlaying like grip on the NFL on Sundays?
Well, but you were talking about McAfee and Logan Paul. Okay, that's great. Put a helmet and pads on Taylor Swift, put her out there, and let's see what happens.
Now McAfee,
McAfee's been in the
world's
ring
greatest
and
punter,
does
baby.
commentary. Huh?
That
World's
would be
greatest punter, baby.
the offensive
Yeah, but you
coordinator.
want to
Almost.
subject Taylor Swift to that though? How telling her to put on a helmet and pads and go out there though? You want to subject her to that?
I'm painting a picture here.
It's just funny. It's just funny. We're not really gonna do that. Jeez.
I know it's
Say a
funny.
using the
It's
same
very
logic.
funny. It's
Nobody
very
wants to
funny,
hurt Taylor
guys. I
Swift.
get it, but
Okay, so imagine if Taylor Swift had to buy a regular ticket instead of the suites where everyone knows she's sitting.
I get tickets
Would you
to club suites, and
look
I'm a
at the
regular
stand?
person. What'd you say, Adam? Go ahead.
Did he freeze?
You
I didn't hear the
imagine
rest of the
Taylor
question.
buying a regular ticket in the stand?
Wait, Adam, you're freezing. Can you say it
Oh,
again?
you cut out. Damn it. I missed the question. I'm all excited.
I think he said if Taylor Swift was just a regular person who bought a regular ticket instead of suites with celebrities, what do you
Taylor
think?
Swift didn't get the suites, and they gave her regular tickets instead of suite tickets. How big of a mess would that be?
She wouldn't go. She wouldn't fly her private jet from Japan. They wouldn't move Kansas City game time so she can make it halfway across the globe to watch Kelsey play. She wouldn't even go if she had regular tickets. Are you kidding me? Because she's a star. She has to be in the suite. She has to be jumping around with Patrick's wife and baby mama. That's what they have to do. They moved games because this woman was on tour so she could get to the game in time. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
The
that's
Bills-Chiefs
unheard of.
Chiefs game's on at 4:25 this year at home.
I don't remember the time of the playoff game. It was against. I can't remember what team it was against. I think it was the AFC Championship. They moved the time back by like an hour or 40 minutes, and she got there, I think, halfway through the second quarter, because she cut her tour show early and left. I think it was Tokyo. I don't know where it was. It's a fact.
Yeah, it was Tokyo.
Google it. I'm not talking out of my ass. Google it. I'm not hating, but they did.
Was
No, it was Tokyo. I know.
Thank you. They did.
No,
They
Tokyo
really
was-
did. That grinds my gears. What are we? Football is football. What
Right.
are we doing? And again, I'm trying to liken it to wrestling because I don't want to be a hypocrite. Because again, but Logan Paul gets in the ring, throws the tights on, does his job. Pat McAfee, ex-NFL player, announcer every Monday night on Raw.
And has his own show on ESPN now.
Exactly. Taylor Swift, world-renowned, record-breaking singer. Nothing to do with the NFL. I'm so shocked. They just announced that I can't remember her name. They just announced the act for halftime show this year. It's already causing a buzz. Someone help
Miley
me out.
Cyrus for next
Thank
year.
you. I'm so shocked. I bet my wife $100.
It is Miley Cyrus?
I was just to get my card anyway. I bet my wife $100 that it was going to be Taylor Swift in the halftime show. Why not, right? Why would we not? Why not? But it ends up being Miley Cyrus. So no one is above the game of football, not even the players. And I just don't know. So, Jamie, you've been watching football a long time. Adam, you too. I know you have, Rich.
Well,
Players
for
can't.
my age, I've been watching it for a long time. I'm only 27, but I would say for my age, I have been watching it for a long time.
39. I feel like an ancient now. So, NFL players.
can just
first
hush.
contract can't-
I'll be 53 next month, dude.
Rich, I took the bullet for you. Come down.
Yeah, but John, you don't look a day over 19. You look.
Oh, I love you, Jay. I can't. Oh man, damn, we gotta go to a game, bro. No,
Okay,
so
great.
seriously, NFL players
It's
can't
getting deep in here,
can't
boys.
appear. They can't appear in beer commercials. It's a rule. They can't.
Travis Kelce did in the Bud Light, exception to the rule,
Why? Why?
because he's dating Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
Obviously,
I'm out. That's it. That's it.
like Sierra, you're out.
Mike,
I'm telling you, it's just I'm old enough to I'm gonna be 40. I'm old enough to where I'm not shaking my fist at the sky, but I'm old enough to be a purist of where no one is above this game that we hold so sacred for 9 hours once a week for 18 weeks. Well, 24 if you count the Super Bowl. No one's above this. And the fact that they're getting all this is taking over this game is blasphemy. I understand it's $1 billion market. All of us, I'm sure, are in fantasy leagues, right? I watched it. I look forward. I don't work Sundays. I'm grateful. I'm very privileged to not work Sundays at my job as a general manager. I'm so happy. I get the whole game package on YouTube, the whole nine. But the thing is, like, it's so sacred to me, and I just don't want anyone outside of it affecting it. And it's so hard for me to sit here, aside from that punt that if you did it 100 more times would never go off the foot of a Niners player. How can I sit here and think that the Chiefs were not pigeonholed into that Super Bowl win? I'm not saying it's fixed. I'm not. Don't do that. I'm not. But
Rich,
They still won in 2023, even before they still won a year before.
they earned that win. They earned that win. And Shanahan can't beat Reed because he needs to get off the schneid and remember how to coach when he's up by 10 with 5 minutes left. But if that ball doesn't go off his foot, and then whatever else happened after that, and we go into overtime. How can I sit here, even as if a casual fan, that somehow you don't go, oh well, Taylor Swift likes the Chiefs, so maybe. You can't have that kind of shadow of doubt. You might as well let the players bet on the game. You can't let that kind of influence where you're changing game times, game slots, game days, and now you're going to choose that team's winning a championship? You cannot have that kind of shadow of doubt in the NFL.
Guys, I got to
I
boogie
just
out,
hope we don't
man.
get,
I
I
got
hope we
an
don't
early
get
morning
canceled
tomorrow.
for false accusations there, John. I love what we're talking about.
hold on.
Oh, Rich.
Yeah.
See you,
Yeah.
Rick.
Guys, it's been a pleasure, John. We got to do this, man. We got to do we got to do a show.
We gotta get
Adam,
going.
tomorrow?
Let's go, baby. I'm down.
Adam, tomorrow
I'll reach
night?
out.
Talk about for tomorrow.
Uh,
Obviously, we hit 5 bombs tonight.
Yes.
Robert Scalise is getting wild. Your favorite player at first base. He's on fire. It's
Damn.
12.
Damn.
Yeah. We'll do it tomorrow, man.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Hey,
It's been a pleasure.
How you doing, Rich?
Say again, John.
See you, Rick.
How do people get a hold of you real quick?
You can hit me up on Twitter at Go Big Go Home Pod, or hit me on Facebook with my name, Rich Richardson.
All right, Rich. I'll see you
Been a
tomorrow.
pleasure,
buddy.
guys. Y'all have a good night. See you, Adam.
All right,
And
the three of
then
me, and then there were three. You picked
Listen.
my brain on that one, didn't you? I just
I'm
said
not
that.
a conspiracy. Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. I love everything. I love the fact that social media is into everything, man. I live off of that. If it wasn't for that, my page would suck. I'd have no livelihood. I'm just saying, like, it's so wild that one person could like influence an entire league, and it's tough. It's tough to have that team win a championship. Like, they won it fair and square. I'm not, again, it's tough for a Niners fan for someone like me to say that. They're like, oh, you sour grapes. I acknowledge the Chiefs. They did a great job. They won it. You kick that punt 100 more times, it doesn't bounce off his foot. It's a one-in-a-lifetime thing. And it sucks it happened on Super Bowl Sunday. But Taylor Swift is literally making changes on games, times. They're switching their schedule around. How it's so easy to sit there and go, well, of course the Chiefs won. That's what Taylor wanted. And it makes sense for him to walk around on her. Now he's appearing on her concerts, which was the last piece of the puzzle to drop, the last shoe to drop. Now he's on her concerts, doing whatever the hell he does on stage, and he's going to come back next year. If you're going to sit here and tell me what, Adam, you can tell, are they favorites right now? Without looking, do you know if they're the favorites right now to win the Super Bowl next year? Are they going to run it back 3-peat? They must be, right?
They got to be one of the top runners.
They've got to be the number. I think it's Chiefs 1 minus whatever, and I think the Niners are plus 400. It's not much. The Niners are. It's going to be. Everyone's looking for them to run it back because the Niners, aside from Brandon Ayuk, hopefully they bring him back. Aside from Ayuk, the Niners bring back 99% of their team, and God willing that the Madden curse doesn't apply to CMC. So,
Speaking of CMC, congratulations, buddy, to getting married to Olivia Copo. You deserve that, man.
dude, for real, bro. Shout out to CMC, bro. Dude's living his best life.
She's pretty too.
No, dude, he's a great guy. And again, I don't believe in it. I really don't. I don't believe in the Madden curse. Obviously, a lot of people are like, "Oh, McCaffrey's due. He's been injured." But with Debo there, I think
CMC.
he's.
I like. Don't forget his father was a great player too. Great.
Oh, dude, his dad was at the Super Bowl, man. That man was almost in tears when they lost it, dude. It was so nice to see him. A lot of people forget about that. He's a second-generation guy. McCaffrey. Do you guys remember back to when the trade happened? ESPN ranked it a C minus.
What did Dad wasn't happy about that probably.
But no, they were like, oh yeah, Niners got fleeced. We got fleeced, huh? Oh, okay. Talk to the Panthers. See how that worked out.
The only thing the Panthers got out of it was cap space.
It's a picks, yeah. But no, honestly, no. At the end of the day, listen, to put a whole bow on it and bring it full circle so we can finish it up and talk about something else. Like, I like Taylor Swift. I know we're live. I like Taylor Swift as a performer. She's a great person, very talented. No qualms, no problems.
Me too.
My problem
no
is
bad
on
blood,
Sundays
right?
when I tune in and it's all of a sudden Chiefs and Browns. Chiefs v whatever team is like 1-7 that year. And that's been flexed into Sunday Night Football because it's the Chiefs and Taylor is going to be in the suite. That's my problem. Now you're affecting my Sunday night and what I'm watching, and I don't think it's fair to a lot of other fans and owners. But other than that, I will digress. I will quiet down. I'll step down off my soapbox. So, but other than that, I'm very, very excited for an amazing 24-25 NFL season.
And John, I wanted Jason and Rich to hear this, but I always go back to this. I was going to change the subject because we were getting too heated with the rough and the passer thing. I was going to ask Jason and Rich because you and I love the new kickoff rule. Remember?
I do. No, we do agree on that. I think it's going to be amazing. You guys remember watching it? You can go on YouTube right now. You can tune in. You can put in you put in "Here Comes the Boom," and they put it to the Nelly song. Dude's getting crushed, cremated on the 4-yard line. Just
go. You know what? You should also look up, John. Go look up the Madden 25 trailer. There's a little clip of the new XFL kickoff being put into the game, and so the Browns kick it off. Right? It's the Browns and the Steelers in Cleveland. Yep. So the Browns kick it off. Justin Fields returns it, and he does a reverse to number 84 on there. It's an actual preview in the game.
Oh, damn.
Go watch the trailer of it. It shows the new kickoff. It's really cool.
Speaking of wrestling and speaking of football, dude, can we just give our flowers collectively to Dwayne Johnson? This man took the XFL, blended with the USFL, made the UFL, and now the UFL is pretty much the feeder. He literally made an NXT. He made an NXT to WWE. He made a UFL to the NFL. Like this dude, and he's on the board of the TKO. Dude, Dwayne Johnson is a generational person, let alone talent, just a mind for so much business. From being cut almost like so long ago after not getting over, but just figuring it out and just becoming this uber megastar. Forget wrestling. Wrestling was that's of the past. Now what
you know what he would tell Roger Goodell, right? If he had a meeting with him, I'm gonna take the UFL and we're gonna change the NFL, and you can stick your B-up rules straight up your candy ass.
Dude, I'm telling you, if there's not some kind of weird like down the road for Dwayne Johnson to become the next NFL commissioner, listen, you want views, you want eyes, you want views, you want people to talk about you. Make Dwayne Johnson your NFL commissioner.
Who takes over the UFL then if it's still
But that's why the same thing he wants to run for president. I think that's why he's running the UFL. I mean, he's not the commissioner. They have a commissioner. But I think the reason he's running this and merging them, I think he's going to use that as a collateral or like a leverage with whoever to go, I did this. I can do NFL. I've been feeding you guys for years. Let me get in here. Dude, Dwayne Johnson is the NFL commissioner. Oh, God. Woo! Let's go. Millions of wrestling fans are now tuning into the NFL.
He can make the ratings even better.
Dude, NFL's sick, man. They're just, dude, it's such a great time to watch the sport. My problem is too many. I love instant replay. I want to get it right too, man. There's too much. There's too much. It's like the NBA. They're becoming like the NBA. At least the NBA said no reviews in the last 2 minutes. That I agree with. Obviously, you have the 2-minute warning in the NFL. So obviously that's a thing. It has to be a booth review. But dude, there's too many. Like, how many I know all three of us have done it. I'm sure the other two gents from there on. How many times have you seen a play and go, fuck, here comes the flag. Like, here comes the review. Like, you know it. But that's the human aspect. And I know that's what all of us have grown up on. The ump with the ball and strike wrong call, the flag that wasn't a flag, the phantom not call. That's what American sports are. It's just, But again, I agree with you, Jamie. I also don't want people to get the wrong call and get screwed, Viking Saints. I also don't want to see them not win a game that they should win. but
I
within
mean,
reason,
Rams
man.
fans, not
You
Vikings.
gotta let the players play. They play for 4 years. They get paid all this money. Let them play. That's what they get paid to do.
Damn. John, you saw these A's almost came back.
What happened?
The A's almost came back.
Mason
Shut
Miller's
up.
gonna. Don't worry, Mason Miller's
They
gonna
got
be
the
on
bull- it's 'cause they got
after
the bullpen.
deadline.
I retracted. See, everyone's gone now. I retracted. They need to get some bullpen help, man. They have a good front five. The closer's good. Middle relief, okay. They have off and on days. It's like a Bavetta. The guy come out, okay, I'll sit him down. The other week, we're going to extra innings. So they did have. Listen, not to like call out Jamie. They had a great game last Saturday when they were down. They were up by I think 3, and they tied it with the Yanks. They wound up winning 4-3 in extras. I didn't think they pulled that out. The Sox looked good that game. They pulled it out good. Like that's I think that's the calling card of this team this year. The Sox with these kids are resilient. They don't quit. They're just they're young. They're the proverbial dirt dogs. This team they don't care. Like, oh, we're down by 4. All right, fuck it, send it. Let's go. Let's get on base. Let's steal some bases. Let's get across the plate. So
And you know
Endeavor's
what's so
just
funny?
been-
You know what's so funny too, John, is I was watching that game, that whole game. Michael Kay said, surprisingly, with the Sox and everything, he said this team really hasn't been endorsed by Red Sox Nation because he actually said that because they're used to seeing the big signings of Big
Yep.
Papi and David Ortiz. And
Yeah.
he said, but they should get on board with this team because they play an exciting brand of baseball that might overshadow not signing the big guys.
That's the problem with New England. And I know if anyone's here watching live, like, yeah, I live in Massachusetts. Yeah, I'm calling you New Englanders out. You guys are spoiled. You guys had a bunch of championships with the Patriots. You just got one with the Celtics. If a team isn't winning, they're in contention. You guys put your pink hats away and you don't watch it. It's sad to not see it. But if you start winning and, oh, look, I'm going to blow the dust off my Boston hat. I'm going to wear it out and put my jersey on. Yeah, the jersey's from like 4 years ago, and it's still a Derek Lowell jersey. Like, what are you doing? Like, get with the times. Nobody likes. They don't stay with college football. They don't stay with the current product. They live in the past, and it's almost like I've said it before. And no offense, Jamie, but like Pats, I liken Pats fans to Yankees fans, and let me explain to you. Let me tell you why. No offense. It's almost like a giving to, right? So. What Yankees fans? What's the big? So when Sox fans were winning World Series, right, and the Yankees were obviously out of it. They weren't winning. What was the big thing for the Yankees fans? Well, we got 24. Is it 24? I don't want to be this 27 World Championships, right?
Could
So
have
now
had 28.
But now when I see, hey, hold on. Now when I see the Pats fans and they're shit in the bed, I'm like, guys, you guys suck. And they know I'm a Niners fan. Well, we got 7 championships. You guys have become what you hate. You become the Yankees. You guys are throwing your championships in my face if you're a New Englander. And again, no disrespect to New York. You guys have earned it. You guys have a shit ton of championships. But New Englanders just don't embrace a team that doesn't come out the gate. They're not looking for like the guy coming up on the rear to win a race. If you're not out the gate and winning games, you're in first place. Nope. Listen, people for the Red Sox fans are already talking about the Pats. Oh, this preseason's 4 weeks away. Let's go. They're talking about that. They start winning some games. They're in third place. Oh yeah, Red Sox. Yeah, they could be something. So it's a tough crowd up here in Massachusetts, New England, Maine, New Hampshire, all of them. But it's tough to see them. But
Yeah, there is some, I guess, some.
I mean,
no, but New Yorkers. No, I give it to New Yorkers. I mean, I was born in Brooklyn. I moved here when I was 5, so I missed out on everything. So, but New Yorkers, they'll still tell you, like, yeah, Yankees suck, but fuck your team. Like, they'll still go with the Yankees. They're still with Yankees, Mets. They'll still support that team. They're out there with the colors. Here in Massachusetts,
It's like the
Sox-
Bills. The Bills were the same way.
Yeah, dude. Pat, how many Pats fans? You couldn't find a Pats hat for miles in this state. Miles when they were shit in the bed, when they were under Belichick. And even the 2 years, 2 3 years before that. Nothing. We were in Super Bowls. Oh, well, we got championships before. Like, that's why I give so much credit to every other fan base, except for Dallas. Every other fan base in the country that reps their team no matter what. You come up here and it's like, oh, we don't win, so yeah. What's the next season coming up? Okay. Now it's Celtics, right? People, they know the Sox probably aren't going to win anything. They know the Pats suck. There's people that already can't wait to talk about the Celtics in 4 months. Not even talking about the Pats. It's just a weird dichotomy up here in the Northeast, man. God bless you guys living where you live.
I live right outside of Pittsburgh, so
Steeler fans are, but
Oh.
Steeler fans are like Bills fans, Adam. They've been supporting the team for a long time, no matter what.
When's the last time the Steelers had a losing record?
oh god.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Exactly.
I think I know.
Just to let you know,
Tomlin is an unsung hero, and God bless.
Don't say that to him.
Don't
He
keep him
hates
on.
Tomlin. I've gotten into arguments with him about Tomlin. He hates Tomlin. This guy hates Tomlin.
You don't like Tomlin?
He
You don't
hates
get-
him.
All the Pittsburgh people watching this live, you don't like Tomlin?
you don't win trophies for going 9-8.
I'm not, but still, okay. You know what? I can't argue with that though. I can't even get mad. You're not wrong.
To let you know, John, back to your point, he is 8-9 in the playoffs.
I know. They get the regular season dub. They get it. Okay, we're good. And then they meet, and then exactly they get into the playoffs, and it's.
We haven't won a playoff game since 2017,
I know.
and we're talking about.
You could thank the Pats for first of all. You could thank the Patriots for a lot of that. First of all, like you could.
I don't give a shit. Like we still have.
No, I get it.
I mean,
I'm to the point too. I'm all. No, go ahead. Good.
shows with Gina. One of her friends that was on there, while we said, "I'll trade you Shanahan for Tomlin," and I said, "I'll take that bet all day long. I'll take that
Good
trade."
luck. Well, if you want to lose 5 minutes left in the Super Bowl, that's fine. You can do that.
That's fine. At least you're playing them in February.
I know. I get that.
But if you also want
Shanahan's thing is, one, he's 0-3 against Reed. I don't know. I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go long-term storytelling. I'm going to pull some WWE shit. I'm convinced, bet money on this. I'm convinced the Pats are still screwing over my team. They did something to Shanahan in his head with that comeback in the Super Bowl. There's something wrong with him where he has a lead. And I swear to God, if it happens again this year, they run it back. Let's say it's Kansas City and San Francisco. That shit happens a third time. That you can't even make that up. If he's up and 5-6 minutes left and he blows the game, you can't even make that up.
Yeah,
That's
but I just think
there's something wrong with Shanahan. He gets a lead and he forgets he has a running back, and he's like, "Oh, go ahead, Brock, go throw it 14 times." What the fuck are you doing?
But he's a ground and pound type of coach though too.
Until there's 5 minutes left in the game, and then he decides to give it to the quarterback, and that's when he's like, "You know what? This is what I do, but you know what? Screw CMC. Nah, we don't have him. Brock, go be the man. Go ahead and win us the championship." What are you doing? Run the clock out. What are you doing?
But
Yeah,
his father, he's like his father. His father was a ground and pound coach too.
When it doesn't matter, though. When it doesn't matter. I need a ground and pound guy in the last 5 minutes and 10 seconds of a game. I don't need it in the first 14 when we first kick off the fourth quarter. I need it when you're up by 10 and you're just running. And CMC is going to get you your first downs. Debo is going to get you your first downs. Brock is probably one of the most underrated runners as far as quarterback wise in the game right now. That boy will get you a first down. But no, let's throw it to every damn receiver on the bench and give it back to Patrick Mahomes to tie the game. And here we go. But yeah, but Shanahan there's something up here in Shanahan's head, man. But I understand what you're saying, though. Would you trade that? Would you trade Tomlin for? Absolutely, I get that because you want to be in that game. You want to be playing for that championship. I get it.
Tomlin's he's a ground and pound guy too.
Tomlin's great, man.
Khan coming in has changed. He's kind of taken the reins away from Tomlin, kind of doing what he needs to do to get this team winning people in the right spots.
Yep.
Tomlin's not pulling all the cards. It feels a little bit better.
Yeah, but Adam, do you have a problem with him being a ground and pound guy or not?
we're gonna see what Arthur Smith does.
Because I'm saying that's what he's always been. I feel like a ground and pound guy
Not
with the
Arthur Smith,
Steelers.
not our new offensive coordinator.
Mhm.
I really feel like, again, I don't follow the AFC too closely. I do for betting purposes, and we're gonna have a betting show in the fall and stuff like that. Shout out to WagerWire. But Pittsburgh, I think they're due for a come up, man. They're not, again, they're always at 500 if not over. They're always in it. I feel like they just need to go on a good streak, 2-3 game streak interdivisionally when they
Who's
need
going to
to.
start at quarterback? Do you think it's going to be Russell Wilson or Fields?
I'm not going to lie. Adam, I'll let you answer that first. You tell me what you think.
I want to know.
I think they can be 9 and almost 0 going into the second half of the season.
Whoa! With who? Fields or Wilson?
I think either one.
No.
Yeah.
I guess that's personally, I'm not a Fields guy.
Where we get back-to-back games in like 4 days, and then we have the December 15th and December 25th. We have 3 games. Phillies, Phillies, Patriots, or I think I'm not even sure, but I know it's all like interdivision.
And Kansas City.
And Kansas City on Christmas. Yeah, it goes Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City.
Mhm.
And Kansas City, listen, again, as a team they're not always they're not always an L for teams. They have a blueprint to beat them. They really do.
Who does?
The Chiefs.
10 days. And then the next game is January 5th. And that game is to be determined, and it's against the Bengals.
Oh, Joe Burrow. I think, not for nothing. Again, I'm not taking anything away from the Chiefs. They just beat my team in overtime. They needed overtime to beat my team. Burrow, that man's on a quest. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. I think he's pissed. I think he's ready. He's hungry.
Remember when his girlfriend went viral on YouTube? And everybody said that took away from Taylor
Don't take it, Taylor Swift
5
stuff. Keep
minutes.
it football.
Huh?
No, I just Burrow. Again, going back to what I said a little while ago, Burrow's cool. I think the NFL, he's the next guy to start getting calls, and they're going to start they want to see the Bengals are cool, man. They got very close 2 years ago, and I think people want to see Joe Burrow in the
They
championship.
beat my
but not the
Bills
Super
in
Bowl.
the divisional round.
Dude, I'll take a Bengals Niners Super Bowl all day.
Oh, kind of like in the 80s or the 90s or whenever.
Yup.
it was.
3, Joe
Yep.
Montana drive.
Don't talk to Collinsworth about that, though. He'll start crying.
We
That's why he hates the Niners. You ever watch a Sunday night game with Collinsworth talking? Give them wait till they're up, and then wait till they're down, and just watch the trash that starts coming out of Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth bugs me.
Honestly, man, these guys get paid a lot of money. Do what you got to do, but there's so much. You will get a guy like Chris Collinsworth. You look at Romo; they have so much bias towards certain teams, and I'm like, it's not even.
Yeah, but Tony Romo's knowledgeable when he calls all the plays and everything. When he goes to that, though.
Yeah. So, but when he says other things, though, he's just very towards certain teams. Collinsworth, I watch every Sunday. Again, I watch a lot of football. I'm in a fantasy league. I do the betting. When it's Niners, Collinsworth is like, that's what they do, and da. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Don't get mad because you couldn't beat them. Come on, calm down, man. But
I agree.
yeah. Now, man, I think Jamie, are you a Giants or a Jets? I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
I'm a Bills fan, remember?
My guy, I'm sorry, man. You got 3 teams over there. I'm sorry. There's a lot.
But I am.
Sorry.
I'm kind of a Giants fan because of Brian Dable and Joe Shane, who used to work for the Bills.
Dabo's not a bad coach, man. He's really not. I give him that.
Yeah, it's typical. The only people who say isn't are Giants fans.
So
they just see they thought Brian Dable. They thought he was going to turn them into the Bills overnight, and that just wasn't going to happen.
let me ask you this. So if the Bills don't go deep this year, I'm talking Super Bowl, they can't beat the Chiefs. Are we calling for the coach's head this year? Is this the year? Because it's happened the past 2 years, man. They've let him go. They've given him a long leash. Is this something's got to happen? You lost Diggs. You got Diggs was apparently the problem in the locker room. He was,
right, but they already have Brandon Beane and McDermott locked through 2027.
but I'm saying though, if let's say they either don't make the playoffs or an early exit, do they look at their McDermott and they go, listen, sorry, dude, we got to make a statement to our fans, our season ticket holders. You're just not getting the job done. Like,
they could.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking because I feel like the Bills. There's so much. Allen has so much promise. If I didn't have Brock Purdy, I'll take Josh Allen. I'll take him on my team. That dude can run. He can throw. He's decent. He's a big dude. I'll take him.
I think we had Kansas City beat. That's the sad thing.
So didn't we? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, bro.
If Tyler Baston missed that field goal, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Bills were winning at halftime.
That Bass field goal, those memes were probably some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time.
And I'm not getting rid of either because he's still one of the better kickers in the league.
Every year, no doubt. And if you're listening, listen, Bass. Every year I draft that man as my kicker in my fantasy league. Every year. Yep, no doubt.
Did you watch his pre-draft video in 2020? He kicked a 71-yarder basically without even stepping into the ball. 71 yards.
Yeah, I agree. He's good. And
he's got that type of leg. Like, I know they don't try it in games, but like in like warm-ups and stuff, he's got a leg where he can kick from 70.
All right, so let's go around, not to hijack the show since it's open mic. We'll start with Jamie. Give me your Super Bowl. What's your Super Bowl predictions this year? Give me the two teams. I don't need a winner. Who are the two teams going to the Super Bowl this year?
Hey, how about our two teams, Bills and the Niners?
Okay. All right. I like it.
I'm going Niners.
You got to come out of the AFC, though.
What do I got coming out of the AFC? I think it's the crapshoot. I'm taking Miami.
Ooh.
Oh, see, I agree because I want that McDaniels Niners dichotomy in the Super Bowl, man. I want it so bad. Man.
Well, no, it would be because it would be. Guess what? It would be assistant versus kind of like the McVay
teacher versus the student,
or no, kind of like the McVay Taylor game. Remember? And in Super Bowl 56.
Well, if the Jets get there too, it'd be teacher versus student.
What?
Jets and Niners?
Yep. Saleh.
Yeah.
Or
I like Robert Saleh.
The Ryan against the Niners?
Yeah.
Who else?
That's the thing. That's probably the craziest thing. Thank you. That the Niners have put out a lot of great head coaches in the past 4 years. Every year, after the bowl, I'm like, who are we losing this year? Oh, okay, let's go. Okay.
DeMeco Ryans. We forgot too. DeMeco
Ryans for the Texans. Yep.
The Texans and the 49ers.
Yep. Obviously, selfishly, I think looking at the NFC, honestly, no one's touching the Niners. Obviously, even without Brandon Ayuk, they're probably going to run it back. Detroit.
The NFC is one of those conferences where you're better off being the Giants or the Packers. You're actually better off being the last team to get in and pull off a road upset in the first round.
I agree. Detroit. I think Detroit's out for blood. I don't think they lost that game. I think I've said it before on a couple of our shows, Adam. I work with people that are Detroit fans from Detroit, and I just go up to them like, "Thanks, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for going for it twice on fourth, and thank you." But Detroit is definitely out. Detroit's definitely out for blood, man. I think they're a great
that
team.
New contract Jared Goff is.
Yep. Detroit, I think, is for real. AFC, selfishly, I want the Chiefs because I want to just give it to Mahomes one time. But there's so many teams I'd love to see out of the AFC. I honestly, I don't care who comes out of the AFC. I don't care. I just want to be Niners, versus Centene from AFC. I don't care. There's so many great matchups.
Or the Chargers and the
Bills.
49ers with Jim Harbaugh.
No, not this year. Not this year.
They're gonna be a good team.
It
under
will be.
him, though.
It will be. No, Harbaugh. Listen, who you telling? He coached my team. Who you telling? We were in the Super Bowl with him. I think he's amazing. It's good to see him back in the NFL. I'm excited.
And he gets to coach against his brother again this year.
Yep. Is that at Baltimore or is that in is that in Vegas?
You mean Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, sorry.
Let's see.
Oh, they did the matchup. I
I
forgot.
think it's in Baltimore.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
they
almost
Thank
I
you.
almost Googled John, I almost mistakenly Googled Carissa Thompson by mistake. You know who she is, right?
Yes,
On Fox.
I do.
You know
We have a
she
couple of
and
people that follow us from Fox and from NBC on Chair Shot, so we're pretty lucky.
she's good friends with Aaron Andrews, and they have their own podcast.
Oh, Andrews, man.
What?
John, we are live on your channel tonight.
There we go. So she's watching.
You got it.
Who?
we
EA or
definitely-
Carissa?
So is it in Baltimore, Los Angeles?
It's at Los Angeles.
Okay. Oh, they're bringing. Of course, they bring it to his home turf. Make John work for it. Okay.
November 25th. It's Monday Night Football at 8:15.
I just love how the Pats up here have all their games at 1:00. They don't see a month.
I'm going to the Bills Patriots game on December 22nd in the club seats.
In New England?
Buffalo. No, in Buffalo.
Oh,
Orchard
We're at
Park.
the
Sorry.
casino. We're
Let
at
me
the
get
casino.
technical. Orchard Park.
yeah. At my sports bar, we have a deal with Bud Light. They run all 3 nights of football, and we're getting club seats in Foxborough. Now again, I'm not a Pats fan, but you get to go on the field, you get to roam around. You're right by like where they come out. Again, it doesn't matter to me. But the cool thing is, shout out to Bud Light. You get to pour your own beers with the tap.
Mhm.
Fill your own cup as much as you want. That is cool as shit. I'm so excited for that. I don't know what game I'm going to, but
Might be anything,
Magic-
man.
So it's kind of like the Magic Tap is back. Remember, the Magic Fridge is back. That Bud
It
Light
really
commercial back in the day.
one of my
Fridge.
managers who went last year,
Magic
he showed me the pictures, and I didn't believe it. I was like, oh shit, okay. The Niners they're playing the Niners are playing the Pats in San Francisco this year, but 4 more years, 2028, they'll be back here at Foxborough. You can bet your ass I'm getting tickets to that game, so I'm excited. But
John, I don't know if you know, but Adam and I know him. We have another coworker on here. His name's Joe Dalio, and I do a show with a Bills show and the baseball show with him.
yeah, Joe, yeah.
We always joke. We call them the Santa Clara 49ers because they play in Santa Clara, not San Francisco. He always says the Santa Clara 49ers on our show.
Jesus.
Because Santa Clara, that's a suburb, obviously, of San Francisco.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like saying the Orchard Park Bills instead of the Buffalo Bills.
You know, John, I never really understood that either. Like, Foxborough is what, an hour and 10 minutes from Boston?
That's a suburb.
Yeah.
I don't even know how close it is.
If that.
They used to be called the Boston Patriots when they were in the AFL
Way back.
before they merged.
But that's the thing, because it's the whole encompassing 7 different states and the whole thing. Obviously not New York, but obviously getting Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, all those guys. So,
But they
I get it.
obviously play in Massachusetts near Boston. So
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like, it's not like, but I get it. Not my team, but whatever. But yeah. So I'm excited, man. Wrestling's great. NFL is going to be awesome. I'm excited. Definitely got to come on here and do some more NFL stuff soon. We're talking to Wager Wire. We're trying to get a betting show sponsored by those guys.
I have an idea. John, you know what you should do at your bar? You know how there's this drinking game called Drink Every Time Somebody Does This. You
Yep.
should do it. You should do a thing. Drink every time the refs call it a legal hip drop tackle.
Someone made a joke about doing free drinks or whatever every time the Pats score a touchdown. I was like, do you want people to get things for free? Because I thought that's the point.
No, but I think the drinking every time there's a hip drop tackle.
No, I
is
agree.
great.
But again, it's just like every year, like what are we doing? Why are we changing these rules? I don't know, man. I get it, player safety, the whole thing. I get it. I'm just stop it. Stop it. Just let them play. But also, obviously, you can't do the hip drop in college too, so they train them for that. So it is what it is. But
Wait,
Hey,
did they already drop it in college? Because they officially
they did, yeah. Last year was the first year they started calling the penalties on it. So
I don't
that's
remember
why-
it ever being called.
Yeah, well, I know they got rid of it, so that's why they stopped. That's why the NFL was like, whereas like the NCAA is definitely going to start going to the NFL, whereas the UFL goes to the NFL. So again, they're all feeder systems. So
Are we all getting NCA?
oh hell yeah,
I will.
hell yeah. I'm getting mad. I got to get NCAA. I got to build my boy and have him go out and take over the world.
Should we have a dynasty driving to the top?
Oh yes, I'm in.
For,
Send it.
for both college and Madden.
Do we all have PlayStations?
I do.
I-
I got a PS5.
Me
Yes,
and
sir.
Matt got it.
All right, I got PS5.
Crossplay.
If you can, yeah, let's go. I'm in.
Just a heads up, I suck at those guys. I haven't played in such a long time.
I dabble in Madden. I play the same franchise shit. I go and I take advantage like 17 Super Bowls, and then I'm back in WWE 2K playing that. So
I saw the trailer for like I said, Madden 25. You're gonna love the. Like I said, they already put the new kickoff rule, and they've actually they finally did some updates that they haven't done in the last 4 years.
well, EA came out and they saw like obviously you've been getting Madden. People have been shitting on Madden for years. That's the same game over.
This
and
one
over
actually doesn't
and
look
over.
bad.
Yeah, no, the EA actually went because of the college coming out 225. They actually went and they made changes, which is definitely needed. So same thing with WWE 2K, right? So when I play that, it's the same wrestlers, same ring, same moves. We have to make different matches, different settings, different this. You just got to make the settings and the different like other things happen. Other than that, people will still buy it. So,
Mhm.
but yeah,
I wonder if we could play it on Twitch. I wonder if we could run it.
you ever
live.
get a Twitch account too, man? All right, I'll get Twitch. All right.
No, we have Twitch. Like we could. I wonder if we could play on here.
On Twitch?
And well, we're not on Twitch tonight. I don't think.
No. I'm saying we can. Okay, I mean we can all play it. We'll just
We have
kind of
a-
line everything up.
Yeah,
Or we just make a driver to the top Twitch account, and we can all just kind of
Yeah.
figure it out.
We already got one.
Oh shit, that's how much I know. Okay, oh I'm in. Damn. Thanks.
When is that you watch?
On live TV. Oh, we got one, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. You can even like look at it like, oh, okay.
Does anybody have a clue what happened with the NFL 2K game that never came out? That was supposed to come out. It was supposed to be an arcade game, and it hasn't been released.
You mean like the NFL Blitz S game?
The 2K game, yeah.
Yeah, it was. It didn't get out of production. They kind of like scrapped it. Now I'm a Blitz guy. I won. Soft brag. I won a 2K Blitz like back in like 2005. I won a tournament for Blitz. Beat the hell out of everybody, dude. I rule that game. They need to bring that back. NFL Blitz. Let's go. We were doing
NFL
like
Blitz
wrestling.
99, NFL Blitz 2000.
Yeah, we were doing the wrestling moves to the guys that were on there after you tackle them. You could put the code in, do like a suplex. You could do like oh yeah, dude. Yeah, bring that back. Bring that back. That's a good game. It's the equivalent of NBA Street. Let's just do NFL Blitz. Let's bring it back. I love it.
I mean NBA Jams.
And Streets.
Whoa, Monster Jam. Yeah, count it. 2 points. The rebound. Terrible shot.
He's heating up.
He's heating up. Blaster.
But no,
Whoa.
the street one was where it was like at the park on asphalt with like the regular like like cage around like in the park that kind of court.
You know what game was really cool too? It was based off the ESPN series and one Street Ball.
Yep, that was good.
Oh,
they had a
baby!
lot of good
Look
games
at
back in the day.
it's the professor. Oh, baby!
That's when they were willing to take like chances on games that just would maybe make sense. They're like, okay, let's try it.
Or
But-
EA Sports Big.
Was that the baseball takeoff?
What?
Was that the baseball knockoff?
No, EA
The big-
Sports Big was NFL Street, NBA Street.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it used to go EA Sports, and then it would go Big. Like
NFL. Listen, PlayStation's been whooping EA's ass for years with the show. Like EA tried, they were like, "Oh, look, we got this." Derek Jeter like endorsed the game. He was no. The show's the same. Excuse me. The show's the same thing too. Same thing over and over. They finally like fixed the road to the show, which is that's what I play. I build my guy up. I whoop ass in the minors. I go up to the majors, and I become like a 17-time MVP and 17 championships. But
Me and Matt played baseball online.
the show,
Yeah.
I swear that's the first baseball game I touched. All I've had is PlayStation my whole life. I've never had an Xbox. I've had PlayStation all the way up to the 5 I have. The first baseball game I touched was the show, and I swear by it. That's all I get every year. And March is coming up. I wait for the trailer to come out. I'm like, okay, who's on the cover? Yep, I'll get it. Okay.
You're gonna be happy, Adam. The Pirates beat the Brewers 12-2.
Oh, I know. There were 5 home runs.
That
Brewers.
sucks about Jim.
The Brewers. I'm pumped, man. Right? I'm pumped. Friday, I'm going to SmackDown. They're coming here to Worcester, so I'm pumped.
We getting
Excited.
a live broadcast from there?
Whoa, careful. I don't want to get canceled by DCU. I'll do a little bit of a, hey, this is where we're at. And I'll maybe tag them in the feed. They don't like that. But I'll be on the concourse, so like at my seat, I'll get a little bit. But they don't like.
Go live on your phone.
No, they don't like that. But if you're at the seat and you're kind of talking as long as before the show starts, they don't give a shit. You could be there for 2 hours.
At least you can have your phone there. Did you know when you go to the Masters, you're not allowed to have cell phones at all at the event, and if you do, you get banned.
Yeah, wrestling is the last event where you can carry your cell phone but now they watch if you're doing one of these, like they'll come right over, they'll take your whole phone.
NFL still lets you have your phone.
Yep. NFL's so broadly watched though. I feel like with like Red Zone and YouTube and just regular networks, NFL is just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want the UFL to get bigger, man. I still feel like this year it was good. It felt very XFL to me. I want the UFL to be that summer league. And people are so funny. Like, we want football in the summer. Here's football in the summer. Oh, this sucks. What? It's not the Bengals and the Chiefs guy. It's summer league. Like, what do you want? Like, it's football though every week. Like, go ahead and watch it. But people just don't watch it. They get pissed off.
Actually, the ratings did really well though for the first year as a merger.
Yeah, no, they did, but I just wanted to be like, you would think if you told me as a football fan, like, okay, every Sunday, Super Bowl, shit, it's over. Oh, wait, what? I got football every week? Tune right into that.
I do that.
Football. I loved it. I think they're awesome. Who won it this year? Was it the Renegades?
No, the Stallions. They beat
Stallions.
They beat San Antonio Brahmas. They shut them out.
They got some good teams, man. They really do. I mean, they have a couple teams that kind of shit the bed, but they have a good. That was the problem with the XFL. A lot of the teams were like up at the top, and it was just like those three and everyone else. So
that one everybody else team ended up going on a run and winning the championship. The Renegades.
You need to not have so much AFC South and have more so AFC NFC North like up here. But no, it's it's a good league, man. Dwayne, obviously he doesn't do anything. I'm convinced that the UFL is in cahoots with the NFL, and everything they do goes through the commissioners. Commissioner goes to the owners. Everything they do, all that money's getting funneled into the UFL because Dwayne Johnson's
you know how You know who we also have to give credit to? The Moose, Daryl Johnson. He's involved in that too.
Yep. I think it was a great move. It was, honestly was, man. USFL sucked because no one watched it. The teams weren't great. XFL,
At least you had the Mullers, though.
yeah. And XFL wasn't what it was with Vince and the WWE. You take the two and make it legit. That was probably Dwayne's biggest thing, to make the XFL a legitimate thing where people
not just wrestling, make it actual football.
And people were like, oh, UFL. Oh, shit, they merged with an actual league. Oh, this is real football. And I think that's what you said. The ratings this year, people were like, I'll actually watch this. And I think maybe they start building on it.
Yeah,
and
but last year they also had two leagues competing, so it's harder to battle it out for the ratings with two leagues going against each other.
And I like the gimmicky stuff, the kickoff stuff. I like doing weird stuff, but I feel like that comes directly from the NFL. That's Goodell saying, dude, do me a favor. Try it.
The onside kick.
Yep. No, I like that one too.
That's stuff. You get it. You don't.
I'm telling you, that comes directly from the NFL.
Oh, they said that's try this. They said they're gonna probably put that in next year. But you see what they passed this year in the NFL for the onside kick?
No.
They did a thing where they kept the onside kick. However, what they did is you can only do it in the fourth quarter when you're trailing, and you have to let the officials and the other teams know that you're doing it first before you do it.
Oh, that's a little shitty.
But that part's crappy. But that part's crappy, John. But here's the fun part. Because the returns were so low, they line up 6-on-4. So it allows more a chance for the offensive team to recover the ball.
6 for the offensive?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. You see what I mean, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just coming right from the NFL office. They're like, listen, you try this stuff. They're looking at Twitter. They're looking at social media. Oh, people like that. Yeah. Keep doing that. And then we'll adopt it to the NFL.
They're basically saying they want to hit, kind of like the XFL kickoff. They want more onside recoveries back by doing that.
I agree. NFL needs to, again, with getting younger, they need to get more innovative. Same thing with like baseball. Got to be quicker, pitch clocks, all that stuff, bigger bases, more stealing, more action. All these sports need to evolve. Basketball's basketball. You're either a basket head or you're not.
But that's naturally everybody's playing up tempo, running gun, shooting threes.
Yep. Again, thank you. You just made my point. 3-point shooting from the arc is a thing. And hockey's hockey. Obviously, you have younger guys.
We all agree Caitlin Clark saved the women's national basketball.
What was that?
Caitlin Clark saved the women's national basketball.
Yeah.
That girl needs her flowers, man. I'm sick of her getting disrespected. I'm sorry.
I know.
She does, man. This woman's getting knocked down 50 times a game, man. Where are her teammates? Where are these people helping her out, man?
Aaliyah Boston, her teammates helping her out.
Yep, finally. The WNBA's out here. They're out here selling arenas now, and nobody's even talking about it. All everyone's talking about is the pay differential. Why is LeBron getting $23 million a year and the women are getting 1.2? That comes from sales. That comes from revenue.
Basic economic principles.
Thank you. They needed someone like Caitlin Clark to put this sport on the map and finally take it over. And I'm horrible with names. I apologize. What's the young lady out of Chicago?
Angel Reese.
Chicago Sky. Who?
Angel Reese.
She's just as awesome, man. This new breed coming out, it's only gonna keep going. They're gonna see what these
like
girls
the modern day woman version of Johnson versus Bird.
It is
Clark versus Reese.
These girls, the WNBA needs its respect, man. Like I'm just saying.
You got Camilla Cardoso, 6'7", and is awesome too.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't your Rebecca Lobo and your Bird kind of WNBA. This is a new, in your face. Do I like seeing her, Caitlin, get knocked down? You know what? A little bit I do, because people go, oh shit, what are they doing to the WNBA? They're knocking clotheslining this girl. They're trash talking. I like it. And that's what
the NBA used to be for years.
Yeah. Probably needs to go back to that. Yeah. I miss it. But
hey, it's coming back to NBC. That's a start.
Yep.
We're gonna hear Romball Rock. We get to hear Romball Rock again.
Yep.
Is that where Nelly got heart? Isn't that where Nelly got Heart of a Champion from? The
Sampled off of that.
Nelly,
Yep.
Did he sample some of that though? Round Ball Rock.
Yep. No, I think these girls know what they need to do in the WNBA. I'm excited for it. They need to be round and pound, get people watching. Listen, pictures don't lie, numbers don't lie. They're selling out. They have to move games now from these little arenas down in Connecticut. From me, they have the Connecticut Sun, and they have to move. They have to start moving their games to the arena in Connecticut. I don't know which one, because people are starting to go to more and buying more tickets.
I was sad when Cameron Brink got her.
Are they playing where the Huskies play?
I think so. Yeah, they had to move a couple of games this past 2 weeks. This is what the WNBA needed. Caitlin Clark, and this girl is going to put a cape on her because
she didn't make the freaking Olympic team this year. She should have.
I push back on that. I think the next Olympics is good for her. I think that was a force.
She'll be able to start.
I feel like that was a force.
Time out. Remember what everyone said about that kid from Chicago? Oh, the next Olympics he'll be there. And then he tore his ACL and he was never the same. Derrick Rose.
I know. I just feel like she's a little bit of a force, though. That would be a little bit too much.
She wouldn't have gotten to really play that much this year anyway.
Yeah, but no, I just
funny. But I'm saying because you still got the old guard that wants to finish out their career.
What was that?
I think that's what the record is in the playoff in the Olympics is 70-9. They've lost 9 games.
Yeah. Because they were running like Sue Bird out there and Rebecca Lobo and
Birthday boy has checked in.
Hey Dylan! Happy birthday, big boy!
Happy birthday, Dylan.
We've been waiting for you, homeboy. Yo, this live's about to go like 5 hours. Let's go. Like I'm about to go make another drink. Yeah. Screen hack.
I see it. Nice job, John.
Happy birthday, Dylan. How old are you, big boy?
Happy birthday, Dylan.
32.
God bless you. I'll be 40 this year. Oh, God bless.
32. Congrats, bud.
That's awesome, bro. Am I the elder statesman of the group?
No, I'm 45.
Okay.
And Adam, you don't work the day over.
I'll be
You look a day over 32. Shut up.
and you know what I already said, John. I'm 20.
It's the Scully. The Scully keeps you young.
You already said, and I already said, John, I'm 27. I'll be 28 in November, the 18th.
You boys look young, man. God bless. Jesus.
If you could find a way to get the Scullies to run, like, give us promotions because you're in Boston.
We gotta run. We gotta sit down and talk about this stuff, man. We gotta figure out some stuff. We got a whole bunch of
That would be cool though if you and I went to a game though, John. If we met up or something.
I'm down. Listen. The Bills come out here to the Pats. Don't play. I'll beat you out in Foxborough, man.
Sure.
Awesome.
Another one right here. I have 5 in my.
I need to start. I went to a weird hairstyle stage like the past 3-4 months. I was always about the fitted caps. Always about the fitteds. I feel like Scully's is my next evolution of me going into hats. I feel like I need the Scully.
Oh my John, I obviously you just saw I had 5 in my vicinity. And
all right, I gotta get on board, and we gotta make a pitch.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I have, like I said, I have like 45 of their hats.
Jeez. Dylan, how was the draft, man? How'd everything go?
I finally got a Lamar stack. Lamar Mark Andrews stack.
That was your goal tonight to get a Baltimore stack?
Yeah.
So we were talking, we did some talks. We were talking a whole bunch of wrestling, a whole bunch of football. I talked to Jamie. I asked Adam, who do you think, AFC, NFC, I don't need a winner. Who do you think's coming into the Super Bowl, AFC, NFC this year?
In New Orleans this year. In the Big Easy. And Fox is bringing the game this year.
You got a new Gatorade towel for the Jaguars? You get that for your birthday?
No, I've had this for a while.
You had the white one before, didn't you?
No, it's a white and a black one.
All right.
So wait, Dylan, who do you have as your 2 Super Bowl teams?
I've got a couple teams in mind. I'm not going to reveal them. But I'll tell you this: my Super Bowl bubble is a lot smaller than it's been in years past.
Mhm.
How you
First
feel
year-
about having Mac Jones on the Jags?
As a backup.
I feel like Mac Jones could be one of the league's best backups.
That's
that
how
a
I
hot-
feel about Mr. That's how I've always felt about Mr. Trubisky.
Is that a hot take we just got right there?
That's a hot take.
Hot take.
I need
So,
listen.
dude,
I'm
funny,
not even being funny. I'm not.
You go in and put that. You need to go in and put that as a short.
I think no,
Stop.
Dylan's not wrong. He's serviceable. If Lawrence goes down, he could hold the fort and finish out a game.
Defining me. Hold the fort. Are they up by 14 with 10 to go? Or are they down by 8 with 6 to go? Is he a quarter?
No, I'm
is he
saying
a backup that can come in regardless of up or down? Can he win you? Can he win you a game, or can he keep you winning a game?
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He can hold the fort. Saying he can hold the fort by keeping you winning a game, or come in and make a comeback if fate.
You won't believe this, Adam. I accidentally set a live draft on my phone when I was heading to dinner, and I wanted to make it a slow draft. So I basically did a whole best ball draft on my phone, and I'm like, oh crap.
How'd you manage to pull that off?
Oh my
Well, I mean, I got the 103, so I think I got the 103, so I ended up getting Tyreek Hill, Jalen Warren. I got Tua, Justin Herbert, and Will Levis as my quarterbacks.
Justin Herbert, that's a good one pairing up with Harbaugh.
Hopefully, Quentin Johnson does something. Maybe Joshua Palmer. Maybe the rookie
Which one?
from the Chargers.
Liam McConkey?
Yeah, Johnson. He's like 6'6". He came from Michigan.
And he couldn't catch the cold in Alaska.
But he played with J.J. McCarthy, though.
Right, but he played with John Harbaugh. Figure him out. Watch.
Hey, John, where'd you go?
He went to get a drink.
Oh.
What are we looking up? The Chargers depth chart?
Yeah, I want to see if Easton Stick's still on the roster.
What?
I'm trying to see if Easton Stick is still on the roster. Oh, Jerry Rice's son's on the Chargers, Brendan Rice.
Yes, sir. All right, he falls in that player 3 category.
Let's see, is Easton Stick still on the roster?
I hope
North Dakota State.
Hey, it's same school that Carson Wentz went to.
Yep, and Trey Lance.
Oh gosh. That
You see
only.
Max Dugan.
Oh, Max Duggan played at TCU. He was when TCU beat Michigan and Glendale. Max Duggan was the quarterback.
I'm trying to remember. I think they drafted him in 2023 last year. Oh, they got the Gus bus on there, Gus Edwards.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, yes.
He was with the Ravens.
Yeah, John, we went there. We were looking up the Chargers depth chart.
Poona Ford, he was on the Bills last year.
Don't you guys play the Chargers this year?
The Bills, I think so. Let me see.
No, I mean Adam.
Who? Me?
Yeah,
No,
don't
we had
the
the
Chargers,
no,
I mean,
the Niners
don't
don't play-
the
they don't
Steelers and
play-
Chargers
they don't play
play
the
each other?
The Niners don't play them this year. They played. Wait, the Chargers? No, not the Chargers.
Nope, looks like Easton Stick's not there anymore.
Wait,
No,
actually-
yes, he is. Yes, he is. Number 2, right there. He's still there. 6'1", 224. Number 2.
No, it's Seahawks. No. Niners play the Pats, Jets, Miami, and Bills. Oh, Jamie.
What?
I think the Niners play the Bills this year.
Right after the Chiefs. I think the
Is
Bills.
it in Buffalo?
Yeah. The Bills bye, I think, after
Oh,
before that game.
I might need to take a road trip.
I think that's after the Green Bay game too.
I think it is. I might need to drive my ass 7 hours to Buffalo.
You'll have a quicker drive because it's Orchard Park, the suburb.
We're gonna meet up at a bar, just get trashed, enjoy the game.
There's one bar that everybody goes to before the game, but it's like that's all they go to because the area is old. They never really put any development because it's the old
Wait a minute.
stadium.
You're going to Buffalo and you're telling me you're not going to tailgate with people?
Who?
It's one of the best tailgate in
I'll fuck with the Bills Mafia. Are you kidding me? I love that. I love the Mafia, dude.
Hey, if Jason Kelsey did it, you can do it.
I love the Mafia, dude. Shout out to anyone who's watching right now live. Mafia, let's go, baby. I love it.
I brought him.
Adam, I'm a wrestling fan. These guys put each other through tables. Let's go. Like, what are we doing?
Maybe you'll meet Del Reed, the founder of Bills Mafia. I had him on for my Bills podcast last year.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, Adam, I forgot to tell you too. The fan fest I'm going to, with all the wrestlers and Tom Brady's going to be there. That's a false narrative though. He's on a panel. He's not doing autographs. Guess who else is going to be there? The GOAT. Not Tom Brady. The GOAT. Jerry Rice.
Well, you know why he's going to be there. His son.
Now I already have a signed first copy of his book, but I'm like, if I'm in the presence of Jerry Rice, I don't need a signature at that point. I need a picture with that man. Like,
ask him about
what he's available. I'm getting a
him
picture with Jerry Rice, baby.
Ask him what he thinks about. Ask him what he thinks about his boy playing on the Chargers.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you about that. I saw that. I didn't even know he was part. There's so many, aside from wrestlers, there's so many people at this thing. There's like 75, 80 people. It's nuts. It's a lot of athletes, a lot of New York people, obviously, a lot of ex-Mets, a lot of ex-Yankees. But Brady's there. He's only on a panel, though. Wrestling-wise, Paul Heyman, he's only on a panel. I'm meeting him in November, though, in Long Island.
What do we think of Brady broadcasting on Fox now?
I like it, man. I think he's going to be a grown-up. No offense, man. I think he's going to be a grown-up version of Tony Romo. Like, I
wish they would put him on Netflix and let him go unfiltered. When Tom Brady goes unfiltered, he's the funniest fucker in the world.
No, he is.
Especially when he especially
his roast.
He didn't get calls and his team's lost.
Gosh, I never laughed so hard in my life. I mean, some of the shit he said, I was just like, I love it.
Oh, some of the stuff
you could tell was off
the cuff. It was off the cuff. Some of it, I was like, oh shit.
On his Netflix roast.
The cool thing is that whole Netflix roast thing is Kevin Hart and I forgot who else. I think
Nikki Glaser was on it too.
Oh, she slayed. She came to Fox. I didn't get to go. I heard she's amazing, but
I saw her twice. She's funny as hell.
She is, right? That's what I've heard. She's awesome. Kevin Hart and Jeffrey Ross are looking to have a GOAT series roast. So Brady was the first.
Then Mahomes.
There's talk of other folks in sports. If not, again, GOAT is really sports oriented. So they're thinking about going sports wise, like down the road. Me personally, if I had to see a roast right now of an athlete that's not Tom Brady, I want to see LeBron James roasted.
I don't think he could handle it. No.
Dude, I'd be pissing my pants. Pissing my pants, LeBron.
No, but he's a sensitive baby though, LeBron.
He'd take it though, because you get to call, like, I guess you get to call your what's it called? Not a diaz. What's it called? The group of people are with you. I forgot. It starts with a D. I forgot the word of it. But you get to pick those people. but there's also guests that Netflix gets to bring in. Dias. You get to bring those in. But Netflix is to bring in those people also for them to roast you as well. So you get to pick your own people that are going to talk shit about you. He'll be okay. Like, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's
Rich
for Netflix.
Paul,
He
right?
loves publicity.
Rich
He loves
Paul.
money.
Rich Paul, right?
Dylan,
he-
if you want to bring on your team, go ahead, show it up. We'll roast you for your team.
Yo, for real. Like,
Well, this is from the 106. Somebody guess who I took?
Jason Tatum.
I can't.
All right. Jefferson
I'm an old
first.
man. I can't see that far away. Did you say Jason Tatum?
I said that.
Where are you picking from? Dylan, where'd you pick?
Oh, this is is this the NFL or NBA?
NFL.
Okay, never mind. This is NFL. So
Yeah, I was
thought
like,
it
what the
NBA.
hell? Jamie, Jesus. Like, it's 4 months away.
McCaffrey
He has a
playing.
basketball draft too, I think.
No, but hey, you're off not for nothing. I'll tell you this right now. F Jason Tatum. Jalen Brown's the man you want.
So then Jason Tatum just signed a $311 million contract.
The
That's
NBA
great.
contracts are good.
That's great. And he also didn't win the MVP. And guess what? Ownership's selling their team. So who knows where he ends up in the cards in the next 3 to 4 years. So hey, that's great. You can get all the money in the
Jason
world.
Tatum's going to be starting for
Plus
Team
two,
USA.
Tatum has to play the jock tax, which Michael Jordan made a thing a long time ago. He's actually losing a lot of his money because of the jock tax that Michael Jordan instituted a long time ago when he was on the Bulls.
From the 106, I took Justin Jefferson, then Jalen Waddle in the second round, DJ Moore in the third round, fourth round, Lamar Jackson,
Of course.
and who's his wingman? Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. Yeah.
Ah,
He's the one to blame for the hip drop tackle.
no word of
And
a
then I
lie.
took Joe Mixon, Deontay,
Joey Mixon?
Damn, no Niners on that team, huh? That's unfortunate.
He had McCaffrey.
I accidentally drafted a Niner.
Oh,
You had McCaffrey on there. I saw it.
No, I
that
didn't.
was Roy went to Phoenix.
Who'd you pick?
no,
for
no.
the Who'd you pick for the Niners?
McCaffrey went first. Which McCaffrey will go first in a lot of drafts in the next 4 to 6 weeks, for the record.
Oh, his brother Luke's on Washington now.
Yep.
Deontay, JSN, Brian Robinson, Zeke, Gus Edwards.
I was praying that Los Angeles screwed up the Bosa signing, and we had 2 Bosas in San Francisco. I had my fingers and toes crossed, bro. I was hoping.
Marshawn
Right.
Lloyd, Kate Auden, Rashad Bateman, Gino. I think this one I accidentally took Elijah Mitchell.
Accidentally.
Tyler Conklin, Jalen
Uh-huh.
Hyatt, Elijah Moore, and Josh Reynolds.
Not a bad draft.
Is that
Adam, how would you
Miller?
feel about? Are we doing? I know we talked about it a little bit. I think you and me, or just in general, in other spaces. Like, are we doing a fantasy league? Do we have 10 people? Are we all in like for this?
I can do a fantasy league with you.
I'm in. Let's all get in. I mean, I don't know how many spaces
I
we
know
can
Rich
hold.
won.
And
I know Rich was in.
if we can't do it here on the yard, I mean, we could always all jump in somewhere. Like, I don't know.
We won't
I
put
think
that
we
in-
would have to do the draft to like sleeper, right?
Yeah. Well, sleeper.
We
I think
could,
is-
yeah. Sleeper. I use NFL. Me and my league, we use NFL, the NFL draft, the NFL
Yeah,
Network one.
Sleeper because all my other leagues, like 3 of my other leagues, are on sleeper. That way I can
Yeah.
keep date with
I'm
it
down
better.
for whatever. Like whatever you get, I'll download whatever. I'll jump in.
But yeah, if you guys want to set it up, let's go.
I'm in.
I know if we're doing a dynasty and we do a draft, we want to do IDP.
Yeah.
Draft and defense is tough.
Defense is huge in my my regular fantasy league that we do. The regular. We've been like 4 years now. So fantasy when you get a defense, it's 50 points if they hold the other
No,
team.
this players.
Oh shit! Defensive players.
Yeah, you don't pick a team. You have defensive
Players.
players.
Let's go. Shit.
It's
All right.
It's brutal.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, and Dylan, you in?
Wait, what league is it?
Probably a sleeper league.
Is it a dynasty or just regular?
I don't know. We could talk about this amongst the group.
Yeah, I was saying there's 4
I'm
of
in
us.
for it.
We get the 6 other gents. Talk to Matt. How's Fat Boy Summer working out for Matt, man? I need to know about these what did you say? Peanut butter and jelly wings?
Peanut butter jelly habanero wing.
Dude, I need to know. I'm ever since you sent that to me, I'm like, I need to know what the hell this is. I'm a connoisseur. I need to know what the hell that is.
Hopefully we can get Matt and we can do this open mic night again next week. I think it's fun. There's no topics. It's just bullshit.
Next week's NXT. I mean, I got to go back and rewatch it tonight. It was after PLE, but this week I'm good. As long as it's not like even Wednesday too, because I can watch some of AEW, watch the rest later.
I got a show tomorrow, so
Hear about Fat Boy Summer.
Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm good. Tuesday, it's 8 or 9 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday. Count me
yeah,
in. We should
this time
we
work.
should make right now. Sorry, Jamie, I'm going to cut you off. I'm sorry. We should make Tuesday, Wednesday, or I know what Jamie says is Sean on Wednesday. We should do open mic a thing every week. Let's set a day, set a time, jump in. Obviously, make sure more than one person jumps into the open mic, but everyone gets in and just talk about what the hell ever.
But it's sports only.
And wrestling.
Right. We're wrestling.
And wrestling.
Well, guess what? Judging by the live viewers, they've spoken. I think we should do it again. We have 77 live viewers.
I saw a spike a little bit. We talking about WWE. It's okay. I saw him. It's okay.
So John did his first show the other day. Stephanie Hype, she was awesome.
So she's coming back. Stephanie Hypes, shout out. If you see this, loved having you on. She's going to be coming back for SummerSlam predictions. Stephanie's going to be in Cleveland at SummerSlam. So she's going to be coming on a couple days before that. We're going to do a prediction show. I have about 4 or 5 guests lined up for that week. I'll probably do a round table. I'm excited. Exciting stuff. Wrestling's fun again, whether you watch AEW, WWE, whatever you watch. It's fun. Very excited to be doing a SummerSlam and also doing an all-in round table as well down the road. So we're very, very excited.
But if we get Stephanie to share our shit.
She was all about it. It was awesome. Also, too, I reached out to Chris Van Fleet. He didn't get back to me. I think those guys I got to reach out directly by I think it's email because they have a person who does it. I reached out to AJ, Top Dollar. I reached out to Chris Van Fleet, but I think I have to go through their emails because they have people now. So I'll see if they want to come on. Dylan, I know you're an AEW guy. If you want to come on for AEW All-In prediction show, you're more than welcome to as well. If you want to talk some wrestling.
Not really a wrestling guy, though. I'm more of a UFC guy.
We do UFC too, so that'll work as well. Let's go, baby. So 303 is the next one up, baby. Hopefully Connor's
UFC
304, 305.
The Money in the Bank.
What's up?
Did you find it weird that UFC took a week off with Money in the Bank?
Nope. Why would you work against your direct competition?
I guess.
From what I'm hearing, from what I heard, and the 2 people I talked to, the model going forward once Netflix is a thing. So it's Friday. They're gonna go. So if you notice WWE, if you watch it, they're going to different cities, but they're there all 3 weeks. All 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday they're in the area but a different arena. Which might change because of Netflix. The reason they're doing this is UFC, WWE, more so known as TKO, moving forward in 2025, once the Netflix deal is done, SmackDown moves to USA, and NXT goes to CW. The model moving forward is going to be Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, all in one city, maybe Monday night. Friday night being SmackDown, Saturday night being UFC, Sunday night being WWE, them going back to their Sunday nights. Dana wants you SmackDown, and then after that, he wants his slap fest, whatever the fuck he does with beating people up and blowing their eyes out, whatever he does. But he wants SmackDown, and after that, dude, it's not. Dude, have you seen these guys' faces when they're done? What kind of wave are you signing? They come out and they're like, "Yeah, what's up?"
She's fucking brutal.
People get knocked the hell up. Dude, one guy, his eye was just like in, dude. He knocked it in. He hit his eye. Like, oof. But they're saying SmackDown, it's the slap festival on Fridays, Saturday nights UFC, Sunday night WWE, and maybe I'm sure Monday night on Netflix they'll do in the same town. But that's kind of like a TKO thing where they go in, they ask for X amount of money, and they take over an entire town for 4 days. And then that revenue comes into the arenas, the city, and so on and so forth. But which you've seen with Paris, with Toronto, with also on Glasgow, all of those. So that makes a lot of sense. And WWE, their home is on Sunday nights, which is going to be weird for AEW because AEW does they've grown a home on Sunday nights. So they're going to have to look at that calendar and go kind of counterproductive to that. But it's good for wrestling fans because that means all it means for me is every weekend I get wrestling, so I'm good with it.
Well, don't forget the reason why they're going to Netflix SmackDown is John, because remember on cable now on Fox it's going to be college football on Friday night, college basketball, and then UFL games on Friday night on Fox. That's why
SmackDown's going to USA. Yeah, no, exactly. They got rid of them. They didn't want to pay them. So, and not for nothing, WWE wanted an exuberant amount of money to bring them in. So they kind of went over to UFC. But
so SmackDown went to USA and Raw's going to Netflix.
Netflix, yeah, because Netflix, again, I could sit here for another 45 minutes and talk about everything going on Netflix. But eventually, the Peacock contract's going to end out. All the archive and everything's going to PLE is going to be on Netflix. Eventually, SmackDown's going to be over. They're going to go to Netflix. I'm sure Netflix at the end of the day is probably going to be the new home of WWE, unfiltered, unrated. They can have just like AEW when they announce their runovers for 15, 20 minutes, and Netflix doesn't give a shit how long you can go.
So kind of like what it used to be back in the day, right?
Exactly. USA would go a 15, 20-minute run over if there's something cool happening. But again, I'm excited all across the board. WWE, AEW, TNA's, they're growing up. NWA as well. So, yeah, I'm excited. Wrestling's great, and WWE's hitting on all cylinders, so I'm excited.
So Triple H taking this over and pretty much saved the company.
Yeah, and it's funny too that dude. I was just talking to somebody the other day. They were like, "Oh, the last time I watched wrestling was when Triple H drugged Stephanie to get married in a drive-through." And I went, "Yeah, it's funny because that's art imitating life. Because now they're married with 3 kids, and he's running the company. So it's kind of funny how that works out." No, you know what it is too. And again, I'll give my flowers where they're due. I think Paul Levesque and Nick Khan. Nick Khan comes from a lot of communication stuff, a lot of broadcasting. I think he understood what WWE needed to do to evolve. VKM was kind of set in his ways with the back in the 97, 98, 2000 way of things working, storyline wise, broadcasting wise, how you got the product out to people. It's good for Paul, good for Nick, and Tony too. The other brother Khan, right, of Tony. Tony is figuring it out as well over there with Warner Brothers on TBS. They're figuring out how to run storylines, how to put on great programming. And the better the AEW does, the better the WWE does. I'm not a proponent of someone where AEW sucks and AEW is dying. Yeah, their ratings suck right now. A lot of their stars are out. They're out of commission, but those guys are coming back. AEW, as AEW thrives, WWE thrives. And I think it's great to have 2 different products. You have 2 different. You don't like chocolate, you can go have vanilla. You don't like vanilla, you go have strawberry. It's the more, the better for everybody if you're a wrestling fan. Wrestling's wrestling. Everyone should just support your favorite wrestler. Those guys are out there busting their ass. So I'm just a fan of it all around, altogether.
I'll save my questions for open mic night next week. I have some written down, John. I did, but I'm going to save them.
Come on. All right. Give me one. Now I can't wait. I'm like, God, I can't wait. It's like my wife looking at me going, "Can I talk to you? Yo, what's up?" Nothing. Never mind. What? You can't do that. Give me one.
I wanted to leave suspense.
What?
Well, all right. I'll just
Give me one. Give me one. Give me one of your good ones. Not even give me. Don't give me your number 5. Give me like your number 2.
How correct was John Cena when he said all of these new guys couldn't replace him? And now we're seeing CM Punk come back, and the crowd loves it, and CM Punk's still staying active. Like, no one has stepped up into those roles. Is there anyone that's going to be able to fill those shoes that we're going to be able to adjust to?
John Cena wise, no.
Well, no. I'm talking about like how they brought everyone back and they love it. Like, these guys are still getting bigger here.
Hey, Adam, I'm sorry, but I've got to go. Thanks for the birthday shout out, homie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you.
Good luck on that best ball, buddy.
So, just so I understand this question, so were you saying, like, one more time? I apologize.
So, like, John Cena in one of his promos, whenever he was going to fight Reigns, said that no one stepped up like him, and that's why he was still there.
I'm here because you can't get the job done.
Right.
I know that promo.
So are any of these, like, we still cheer for The Undertaker coming back, and we want to see him back. Like, there's no new guys that really get excited. Like, sure, you bring up LA Knight all the time, but he's not a new guy.
No, he's old as hell.
And his bloodline, too, is absolutely disgraceful.
Yep.
And I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but it's disgraceful. And they know that. So they need to bring Reigns back to save something.
Yeah.
So are they doing a bad job with talent that's behind the mic? Do they need to get MJF in here for his mic skills? And they were waiting for him to evolve as a wrestler in AEW to bring him over?
So to answer the question, it's almost two-parted, but I'll just go the whole way. So MJF, unfortunately, signed a long-term contract at AEW. Tony Khan knew to hold him in. He's not going anywhere, which understandably so. MJF is a generational guy. NXT has done a great job of pumping out a Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes. A lot of great guys who are great. They look good. They're good on the mic. But are they the person that can take the torch and run with it? I don't know.
Do you think we guys? Do you guys
the
think we
one
should
guy I can tell you right now that probably has a lot of the most promise is Braun Breaker. One, he has the pedigree. He's good on the mic. He's built like a house. He's physical. He's also out here. He just took an L like this past week on Money in the Bank, but then comes back this next week. And I think the bet, it's hard to say right now because Cena also lived in the third wall. He acknowledged the fans when they booed him, cheered him. You know, the heel turn that everyone wanted, he would acknowledge it. Braun was also this past promo he cut on Raw Talk was actually very, very not groundbreaking because a lot of people do it. But he sat there. So I know I didn't do it with you or with you either of you guys, but we talked about Money in the Bank recap. What happens when someone like Braun Breaker loses to a guy like Sami Zayn? Braun Breaker's been built up for 2 months to be this powerhouse, killing machine. Nobody can beat him. He just goes through everybody. Then he loses to Sami Zayn with one finisher. 1, 2, 3. Braun comes out on Raw Talk after demolishing Sami Zayn, gets on the mic and goes, I hear you guys. I took an L. What am I going to do? I'm soft. It's tough now to acknowledge who's going to go forward because it's almost like who's going to push the boundary far enough. And that's why Netflix is so important to WWE right now. I think that's why this deal got made. You need someone who's going to go the rounds of The Rock or Austin and push the boundary of what can I say? What can I do where people go, holy shit, what? Like that kind of thing. And it's tough right now because if you're on USA, if you're on USA, USA is censor heavy. Not only do they censor out the sound, they censor out the audio. The vision. I don't know if you guys watch SmackDown at all, But if they start a holy shit chant, not only does the sound go away, but the video goes away. I'm looking at a black screen for like 3 seconds. It's horrible. And Fox doesn't give a shit because they're about to lose. They're about to lose them anyway, so they don't give a hell. They don't give a damn about them anyway. But Netflix is so important to grow a new star and a group of stars because of a lot of the people you and me are talking about. Some of the guys you brought up, they grew out of the Attitude Era when USA didn't give a shit, and they were like, "Do what you gotta do." Vince was like, "Go crazy, go nuts, do what you gotta do." That's what Netflix is. And whatever plan they have moving forward, I feel like Paul knows what's going on. Nick knows what's going to happen. They have those guys bookmarked, and they know who's going to be able to go up to the upper echelon. Braun Brick is one of them. He starts dropping a couple F-bombs and a couple properly like chosen curse words. He's that much more phenomenal. Roman Reigns, he's older. He's also like he needs to come back. He's very generational. And people love him because he doesn't even need TV 14 to be over. Imagine him on Raw. he'd kill it. So I guess the big answer to the question to go all the way around, we won't really know who the next person is to take that torch out of the young guys. You have your LA Knights. You have the people who are like the stalemates. They're that Randy Orton's still here. LA Knights here. You have the young guys. You still have some older guys. Bronson Reed is one of them. Sami Zayn's still here. I could go on and on. You still have Damian Priest. He's 42 years old. Seth Rollins, 37. A lot of guys that still have a lot of years. But as far as young guys who are going to grab the torch, grab it by the neck, and go forward, like The Rock, Austin, Triple H, all those guys did, you won't see that until Netflix and until a TV 14 environment lets these guys be them and really start generating headlines and have people tuning in to see the wild stuff that they're doing on TV.
All right.
So that was a long-winded answer to get to the end. But
All right. I was going to kick it off for next week, but you wanted one, and that's my one that I wanted to get it off my chest.
Oh, look, we went to 80 viewers. See, start talking WWE. People start tuning in. See, here we go.
Do that. That's because, John, that's your shit. That is your shit.
Right then.
But guys, we're going on 3 hours. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should probably go watch it. Renovate NXT. Probably get something to eat. Go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. Little stupid adult shit.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's go.
But how to get a hold of you?
Jamie, you go first.
Thank you, John. You guys can follow me at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog Tags on X. You can also find me on theforkball.com, where I write stories covering multiple sports. And then you can also catch me guys on Driving to the Top Productions on StreamYard on Tuesday nights with our first open mic. And then you guys can also catch me tomorrow on my baseball show with co-host Joe Dalio, the Subway Conversation Chat tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. And don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. We need more subscribers. We're growing every day to get better. And thank you very much for listening tonight, folks.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm next. Okay, great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm John Anthony. This is Chair Shot Sports, the Driving to Top production. As always, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, also on Facebook and on TikTok, all at the same, at Chair Shot Sports. If you have some free time on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock, you can find us on the Live 365 app, on the Block 105, and also SoCal Radio. Again, open mic night. Let's get this going every week. Appreciate you guys listening, and appreciate you guys.
I want to figure out how we can get this into the spaces. On like John, you started doing the spaces thing. I want to figure out if we can get this into the spaces.
I think you can. If you have to make a drive to the top thing, and then I think like I sign in to that. And then we go, I think.
Gotta figure this
We'll
out.
talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I am at Sports Talking Yet. You can find me there on Twitter. You can find me at Driving to the Top on Twitter. You can also, like Jamie said, like, subscribe, hit that notification button on Drive to the Top on oh my god, YouTube. Look for Miss Phoenix Marie, our cover. And everybody, I hope you enjoyed open mic. It's just something I threw together, and it seemed to be all right. We had fun, and we'll try to continue next week. Hopefully, we get to hear about peanut butter and jelly habanero wings. I'm very curious.
Get Matt on this show next week.
We will. If he gets through Fat Boy Summer. I saw he was eating like mad steak tonight. I don't even know what's going on. I can't wait. I don't know if he's on vacation or just at the fucking diner. I have no idea. But he's loving it and he's enjoying it. And he calls it Fat Boy Summer and it's trending.
I love it.
But hey guys, everybody, thanks for tuning in and everybody have a good night.